Hello! We have Tropical Tuesdays 11. It's just gonna be me for now because stuff happened that I'm not gonna go into detail because I don't even know, but... So yeah, it's just me for now. And we're gonna be getting into Winners Round 1 against what looks to be the Sigmas and Not So Shrimple. Yeah. And I mean, I personally have no idea what's gonna happen here, but again, we'll just have to see. So, and it seems like we're gonna be starting on Museum Clams here. So. And we're going here against the Sigmas and Not So Shrimple, so we're gonna see a Blaster double splatling here on the side of Shrimple and Pencil Stamper Crab, so a little bit slightly unconventional on the side of Sigmas here, so we'll just have to see what Stamper looks like. They're going straight to Plaid, trying to just basically poke out the ballpoint potentially. I can't tell, but
that blaster is actually coming out from Not So Shrimple, team known, rather a pickup known for a couple of more nuanced picks, while the Sigmas is a pretty established mid-level pickup with some pretty good players such as Debate here. We are going to see this Pencil just getting for cooler, regular Pencil things. The Blaster does go down
ballpoint.
Nice pick. It is a 3-down situation, sorry, on the side of Not So Shrimple, and the Inkjet is already out. This is actually really...
Here. They have a Zuka's. There goes the Crab out from the side of Shrimple and the Zuka. They still have the Zipcaster ready here on the Stamper, though.
Definitely, we are going to see the Blaster go down on this side of Not So Shrimple. Tyrant's going to be on this knot here, just trying to hold as much ground as she can. The Cool is going out on the side of the Sigmas, and this is going to look like the first score.
Ballpoint looking to get a pick here on the shot off the Plaid here. Shot's really low, but they're gonna get out of there and not die. Dooley goes down there at basket, but not after getting that power clam in. Shot's backing out, trying not to die. Dooley's jumping into mid, gets a pick onto the range blaster. The Zuka just killed the ballpoint and the V shot. Okay.
You okay there, lag?
Stamper's turning on the basket, waiting. Just. So we have a range blaster who looks like top left up there, yeah. Cooler coming out from the Pencil on the shot of Sigmas here. Sean has that Zuka, they need to be cautious. They also have the Inkjet here. They have 3 specials, but the Nod is down. There goes the Wavebreaker. There's the Inkjet, but they are going to get the pick onto the Stamper here, so there is no more Zipcaster. They do have the ball from the Pencil, but they can't really do anything. The Inkjet just, I believe, got 2 picks during that, but I can't tell.
Range Blaster getting really heavy in. Nice pick on
Pencil goes down to the Range Blaster. All of them pushing into Plaid here. Range Blaster, careful with the Doolies. Doolies gets the Range Blaster. He's able to save the power climb and get back out of there. Looks like he's gonna go back in here. Help that Stamper in mid.
Just getting control. Ballpoint just trying to hold ground on right now. It's just Doolies is just playing for space. I believe they're gonna play for a Cooler and Crab. Here, this
there
not
goes
really
the Crab. They just popped it. There's the Zipcaster. They have Cooler out here. They also need to be aware that Inkjet, even though Stamper and Range Buster just traded, they have 3 balls on the side of Sigmas here, so they have their location. So it's gonna be
definitely. This
get
knot could be huge here, especially with that rain. There goes the rain, but the knot gets picked early. This is really not good for the hold for Not So Shrimple here. We are going to see this shot probably going to be able to farm another Zuka in the time that they hold mid. Even though they have 3 balls, they don't necessarily need to push. They have Not So Shrimple exactly where they want them, stuck in their flat. Not does find a pick though. Good pick. They'll take the Zuka, might find the duelist.
Not
Not
go down to the
double.
Nice.
Nice.
Just the Stamper here. That's a wide from Shrimple, I believe. By Shrimple on the Sigmas, yeah. They're gonna get 2 of those balls in, but they're still short by a couple of clams. Yep, there's the lead now. They have that Inkjet ready to hopefully extend this push. Well, there is the Inkjet, gets, I believe, 2? Almost gets the pick onto the Stamper. The shot is sharking. I don't know if they know. He gets to pick onto the knot. They obviously didn't.
We're gonna see here, the Blaster just kind of vibing. Oh, that Zuka's gonna hold a lot of pressure now.
Oh, those Stampers going for the flank in mid. Range Buster's gonna poke that out. Probably get the pick here. Oh no! Stamper gets the pick and the popping zip. They're gonna try and put pressure on that back line. Yep, there goes then down that ball point. Exactly what that Stamper wanted to do. So
we're gonna see this
about 20 clams here
just
on the side of Sigma.
They're looking to go for a push here. They do have plenty of clam economy, holding 18 clams right now. Here's gonna come the Zuka in a second.
The Zuka, because I believe they just popped it or just got it. Nautilus has their special ready. There is the Zuka, kills the V shot.
Oh, the Blaster finds the pick on the shot. Are they gonna be no? The Duelist finds the pick on the Blaster. Unfortunately, the Blaster's just gonna be able to have to hold. They are gonna have to make another pair of clams.
And they're gonna crab here. I don't know how I feel about it. It might be a little early, but we'll just have to see if the crab manages to get a pick or not. Does not look like it, no. So Duel's gonna go back to farming their crab here. Ballpoint has Inkjets, and they have a Zuka ready on the side of Shrimple to defend against this push. They are in a 3v3 here. They're getting, the Duel's gonna get Zuka. The Duel's have to jump out, but the ballpoint goes down. They lost their Inkjet. Duel's is gonna jump back into mid here after jumping out early. They have a Zuka here, trying to get a pick on the knot. Range Buster flanking from the left side. He's gonna get the shot here.
Definitely, we're gonna see the Stamper just trying to
run towards the basket here very soon, but they can't because the Nautilus is coming into play, and the Nautilus gets the pick onto the Stamper. Range Buster's in mid, just been a nuisance this whole game, and gets the pencil. Now it's just shot in mid. Range Buster goes down, but it's not enough time. And Not So Shrimple is gonna take game 1.
Alright, we are going to see zones on Hagglefish Market here. Lag, we saw the Blaster kind of tearing up the defenses of the Sigmas. Do you think we're going to see the Blaster here again?
I mean, it is zoned, so I wouldn't think so, but it's very possible. It worked just very well there, especially with the Unknown going on that left flank, getting like 3 picks, basically shutting down any potential push.
Definitely. I believe they were running Blaster Knot, which you would typically not run together unless you have a lot of paint to make up for it, but it seems like it's working well whenever they can get the advantage. What I'm worried about here, Lag, is if Not So Shrimple falls into a lockout situation. Haggle is known for its very, very easy to lock out style, so if Not So Shrimple gets locked out here, it's going to be a really hard recovery process for them, and in zones you just don't have time for that.
Yeah, you really don't, like, just because the zone ticks down about twice per second. So
around there, it's around like 1.4 per second.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Alright, we are gonna get started here with Zones Hagglefish. Are we going to see that blaster? I have no clue personally. Oh yeah, we are.
We are.
There's the blaster, same comp from both sides. Oh no, there's Pencil has swapped to Zap, and we have a ballpoint. Okay, so we're running kind of Inkjet meta, honestly, but with a shot now. On the side of the Sigmas. We are going to see just fight for the zone here. Is anybody going to go for the flank? Not goes for the flank and dies immediately. We are not going to see the waffle going right, unfortunately. That would be tight.
Yeah.
But looks like they're just going to stall zone.
Orange Frosty was looking to go left there, but just didn't have any opportunity. They were going to get shut down. Sigma's popping Inkjet here, and the Zip. They're going to have to be... Shrimple's going to have to be careful here.
Yeah, definitely. The Zip does get popped early. That is good.
Yeah. Ballpoint was able to get the pick. They're able to trade Zukas. Overall, doesn't really affect that much here. Shot's gonna go down. So now it's just a 2v3 here, and they have the Inkjet out.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that did get the pick. Okay.
Okay, we are gonna see Kraft here trying to go for the shot. Doesn't find it now. Tyrant's gonna be forced to back up. No, doesn't back up, and she dies. Unlucky for Tyrant, but looks like Nazo Trimple's not going to be able to hold the zone that much. Even with the kind of riskier plays that Sigmas have been playing, they've been able to hold zone. And here comes the cooler from the Sigmas. Zuka comes out, but is it going to do anything? No.
And they just popped the rain as well, so that's going to force them out of zone a little bit. There is the one flank there from the ballpoint, and they're going to go down to the range blaster.
Tyrant's gonna look for a pick on the Stamper. Does she get it though? She does, and the Zap goes down as well. Does Tyrant know that Devade is flanking? No, Devade is able to successfully, get some zone control, but Tyrant is able to stop that. The Inkjet does come out from the Sigmas. Multiple specials coming out
on right side.
They have a Zuko as well.
You're right. Well, it looks like both shots went down, and so did Nautilus and just respawned. Ballpoint on the recall almost gets picked and jumps out.
They're really close. Tyrant here pushing in without any sort of support, and Devade's easily able to eat that up. We aren't going to see anything much from Shrimple here because they just haven't been able to get
just going to be trying to hold this bottom away.
Nice
Gets one with the Zuka. That might get the... Oh, that almost not that second pick there. That would have been super huge.
The Sniper finds it anyway. It's a 2-down situation for Not So Shrimple, and they have 12 ticks left. Flag, I think this...
They have to just go zone right away.
Oh,
they were able to neutral,
stall, but no, it's 3 down.
Not enough.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, Haggle and the just lockout shenanigans that happen on this map all the time.
Yeah, if you get locked out, it's pretty much over for you on Haggle. There's not really much you can do.
Yeah.
We are going to at least get a game 3, which is nice for the first set of the day. Not often. I mean, even with seeds this close, it's not that often that we get a game 3 early. So seeing Tower Manta is actually a little refreshing. I'm kind of happy with that. We're probably going to see this Range Blaster again. Cito has been tearing it up, even with that kind of hiccup on Haggle. I don't think Cito's confidence will be dropping. I'm gonna guess Tyrant's gonna be insta-locking not as well. I am curious to see if the Sigmas go back to a pencil comp here rather than ballpoint, because ballpoint was working, but Manta Tower is kind of more of a confined map. I thank you, chat. It is Cytogas. I am sorry. We are going to see a little bit more confined. The objectives kind of moving around, so pencil could make kind of the difference on whether or not you can get some of those chip picks, especially with that Stamper as well.
Yeah, but you gotta remember it's Manta, and with ballpoint being super good right now, and Manta being basically the Splatling map of all time. Might see ballpoint on both sides, just like the last game.
Yeah.
So
they're seeing a little bit of a hold up, as it looks like the Shrimple just wants to, see their comp, kind of feel it out, get some practice in the training room. So it looks like they are going to take all 90 seconds here, but I'm curious to see what they change, because they stuck to the comp because they won Clan Blitz, but now they lost zones and they got locked out pretty hard. So it's gonna be interesting to see. We are gonna get started here with Tower Control Mansa. Let's see, on the side of the Shrimple, we are seeing the edit come out from Tyrant, in a ballpoint as well, and no pencil, surprisingly. They are going to stick to the ballpoint, sticking to what worked. Honestly, a good idea. Don't change what's broken. We're going to see Tyrant here, trying to paint up for that cooler, as well as Shubil.
Very possible.
Kind of a fight for mid here.
Yeah. Both teams are probably just going to try and get control of mid before they're really going to... Ballpoint has the Inkjet on the side of Shrimple. But it's really just the Ballpoint, because the Range Busters just went down here. So Ballpoint's just going to back up, be extra cautious. That's going to give Sigmas a huge push.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, the keybind for the specials aren't on the screen right now, but oh, there it is. Thank you, Jorian. But Zap is going to be able to get that cooler real fast, and that's just going to be a block on tower. Everything is coming out right now on the side of the Sigmas, but everything is getting canceled by this Rain Blaster. What is going on?
Goes down. They're just going to put the pressure on, get the second checkpoint, which in this map is really huge. It's easy to defend to that left side.
That was definitely an interesting interaction between these two teams.
Zuka gets the B-shot! Stamper's just stalling the two and it jumps out. They're all the way on the left, so they're gonna get down to like 20, maybe 15 here. Shuby's just trying to stay alive and gets to 15. Stamper goes down to the ball point, mid-zip. It's just a shot. They're gonna have to back out here. I'm gonna see Shrimple probably look to get control in mid here before really trying to make any massive push. Stamper did go down. They have a Zuka ready. There is the Zuka. Ballpoint popping Inkjet in their bunker. This could make a difference in getting this up to the second check, but Inkjet does not get any picks. And it's gonna have to get back on tower, and Sigma's just wiped. That's huge for Shrimple here. They're gonna be able to potentially get this check and maybe get all the way through straight if they play this right. And yep, here they go again to the end of the street. Stamper's feeding the tower. They get to pick onto the Range Buster, but they go down to the edit. They have to rush the tower. Edit kills the Zap, but the shot gets the edit. It's just a BP now on the shot of Shrimple. All the way on the top right. Shot sees it. I don't know if the ballpoint does, though. Ballpoint's in a risky situation. And they went down trying to jump out. They lost that Inkjet. Seeing Cooler get popped on the side of Sigmas. And there's the Zuka. They need to be careful with that, because... Yep, okay, so... No one goes down to the Zuka, but that really doesn't matter when you can get like 8 of them in one match. Seeing Kraft try to pull something here, try to make an opening here. With the Zuka, they have 3 specials on the side of Shrimple. Sindo is just trying to plug out that ballpoint, couldn't get the pick. Did 3 of them just die to a suction bomb? Hello? Well, that's gonna be huge for the Sigmas here, just pushing back, get that tower further into Shrimple's base. And with that passive special charge, they're gonna get that Inkjet here pretty soon, I think. Sean has that Zuka ready though, so Shrimple needs to be careful. There's the Zuka! The Range Buster gets the Zuka! And there is the Inkjet. Stamper's just gonna try and stall the tower so their teammates can get back in. Kraft goes down to the Inkjet. The ballpoint right on the other side of the wall. Inkjet getting popped on the side of Shrimple, trying to find any picks. Get the other ballpoint goes down. Sean's just backing up to mid right now. Okay, so they have about a minute left here. Just everyone's just trying to basically just get their specials here. In case we have a Zuka on the side of Shrimple. There goes the Zuka. Gets the pick out of the ballpoint. which is going to be massive. Just for simply getting space, because Ballpoint puts so much pressure on those masks.
Right, yeah, massive indeed. Hello, I am here to try and help you out. Let's go and see how lasts these 30 seconds here. Shrimple still has to take the lead with 4 points off of Mark, but they go 2 down on the side. As
3 down,
here
just
trying to go for the tower. Yes, they do.
It goes down.
The tower.
So it's basically just they're gonna hold mid here, get their specials. There's the coolers, so that way if anyone does die right now, it won't be harmful. And I mean, they gotta rush tower anyway. Shot just went down, but they had cooler. Yep, they have their Zuka ready. There is the Inkjet, but Zap gets on, and Sigmas are going to win it 2-1.
Fortunately, 2-1 for on the side of Nasher Shrimple. Congrats to Sigmas for winning round 1 on Tropical Tuesdays right now. Hello. This is a very interesting last minute thing to be barging in, but hello everyone. And yeah, that's a pretty good match coming from both teams. Congrats to Sigma once again, winning first round. And when everything's set back up and in order, we'll come back to you for round 2 on Tropical Tuesdays here. Hello, welcome back to Tropical Tuesdays. Today, right now, we have round 2 going on. We have Tanihua Esports versus quote, I love this country. Or if the W's, the I love this country. Lag, what do you think about these two teams right now?
I honestly don't know anything going into this, so I'm really just gonna have to see.
Oh no, 100%. But let's go look at the maps real quick here. We have Humpback Pump Track Rainmaker as a round 1, then Clam Scourge, and moving on to a very unusual zones, Flounder Heights right now.
Yes.
And remind me, is this best of 3 or play all 3 right here right
now? Best of.
Oh, best of. Okay, cool.
And Humpback Rainmaker, it's gonna be interesting, not just because of what the comp could be. We might see something a little unorthodox like last round. So, Range Blaster double Splatling for crying out loud, so.
Yeah. I mean, double splatling isn't something too bad to run with. We see a lot of teams do run nowadays to do double splatling, but
yes.
we'll have to see what happens between the two teams, that what they're gonna pick, what they want to play. You know, deciding on, like, even now, like, people would think about, do you want to have cooler, yes or no, too, because sometimes people are able to play without the cooler as well,
which you don't see very often, just because of the amount of things cooler enables you to do.
Especially in the Zuka Meadow, like we still are in. It will be dastardly if you die without it, but let's go see what both teams bring out, as we do see the Splatter Scope coming from the side of, I love this country, I believe.
Brush.
Honey Hua is bringing out a brush and Vanilla Tent, I mind you, not the Sorella Tent. The one with the beacon and the AVAC.
Back.
Back on both teams.
So it looks like Scope's probably just gonna try and look to potentially get an early pick here off someone overextending here. Try instantly pop the cooler there in mid. Oh.
Yeah,
counter
they're getting it faster. Yeah, they're getting it faster than I love this country too. As the mid skirmish is still relatively in Nutra. Zuka, yep, finding the pick on the right side, getting the zap down. As they're not picking up the Rainmaker, trying to push through mid, but the Slosher, not the
Carbon goes down.
Carbon gets picked off by the Splash, and the
Kraken after the Rainmaker. Can't get there. Kraken's gonna have to back off.
No, indeed not. As they're now
the Charger. Carbon trying to do something, but Carbon's just gonna back off. They might try and pop the Zuka. Yep. Oh, just got blocked by the vac.
Ooh.
The 96 killed the shot here. Okay.
Yeah,
96 pushing up, trying to get a pick onto the tent. That would be huge just to get momentum back.
Trying to get this back foot now as the score is on
down
40.
On the I love this country.
Yeah, country very good on that. No, Tainhua, I think. Tenny?
96 tried to pump Kraken, they went down.
Oh,
Zuka gets the zap. That's huge for them right there. Carbon is gonna have a counter Zuka, but we'll have to see what they are able to do with it. Tent goes down. The Carbon died mid Zuka here. And
just left the Rainmaker on Tenny.
Rainmaker, but they get it to 7, which is really good if you play smart.
Yeah, 7 is a good score on Humpback Pump Track. It just gives you so much more space to work with, because they have to push all the way into their space. If they want to, they gotta enable that vacuum. They gotta enable all those specials. They have everything online. Zuka does come out trying to find a pick, but they're unable to.
Charger goes down.
2 more picks once again. They're able to sneak the Rainmaker back onto the Rainmaker. They're able to sneak the Rainmaker back up on the way to the checkpoint right now. That's really good.
You can kind of see where the tent flanked there, or was almost looks like brush paint lined as well, but okay. Well, there goes game 1, I guess.
Game 1 successfully going towards to Tenny Esports, as we're now going to move on to game 2, Clam Blitz Scorch Gorge. Like I said before, Lag here, they didn't really figure out what they can do with those specials. Like, they just held on to it, but when they used it, they get picked off immediately, one by one.
Yeah. Like, half the time Carbon Zuka just died. 96 died as they crack into, like, once, maybe twice that game. Charger died with a vac a couple times, I think, as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be unfortunate for whoever's trying to, you know, play with the vac, because the vacuum is pretty hard to, like, set up sometimes, and especially on Rainmaker, you want to be able to use it as much as you can going through the checkpoint. So it depends, and it's also Humpback too. There's not a lot of space for you outside of top mid and your own side of the map that you can play. So if you're caught in a bad spot, you don't really have any, like, pressure on the whole match. So technically, you're down 1.
Yeah. And the ending of that last game is just the most Rainmaker moment I've ever seen.
Oh no, yeah, you get one person to sneak up on a checkpoint and then getting 2 picks off of that, then you get it up. That's something to you have to look out for during a Rainmaker match. But regardless, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to Scorch Clams.
You reckon we're gonna see any significant comm changes? I would think so.
Knowing one of the players on I love this country, I would think that they still have a charger player or a ballpoint that's gonna come out once again. But we'll go see if that thing is true. But we see the pencil come out. Yeah, a very strong cooler option as the enemy team does the same. Yeah, with Vanilla Tent still in the picture right now. That's relatively interesting. Now, Vanilla Tent, if they can make it work, because I don't think anything has... They don't really have a good matchup against it right now, except for Splattershot with the bomb. Carbon doesn't do much. Yeah. And we're gonna watch up onto this engagement on the side of this country, trying to deal with that tent as well, getting their Zuka online, trying to find that pick on the right side.
Insta cooler on the side of esports. Talon, a little. Not even trying.
As now the cooler does come up from the side of country, and they're gonna try and hold on to this push.
They don't see the shot. Oh, that Stamper almost got picked off there, but they're able to save the Zipcaster even though they had cooler. It would have still been raw.
Oh no, very rough indeed, as we're going to see the mid being good advantage on the side of I Love This Country right now. They're gonna have a power plant ready, but we're watching Drago on the flank.
Trying to poke the pencil out. The pencil goes down. That's gonna be huge on this map. There's the Zipcaster. It kills the shot. And Carbon went down. It's just the 96. They're backing off to what is towards the basket probably.
Just lift up the basket now in favor of economy and special for Time
This could be a massive push.
Massive push indeed as they're scoring down to 50.
So the Vac, if the 10's able to get it over there, that Vac could just... They tried to Vac, if you heard that. They tried to Vac.
Yeah, they tried to, just not enough startup time. As you know, you need a little bit of time before you can dial in a special, but however, they had cooler respawn, so it doesn't matter if they can use it or not, and here comes what the Kraken comes out to counter it!
Little bit of a sus hitbox there, but alright.
As we're with the
shot gets the pick onto the 96, that's gonna be huge! Here comes the Zuka on the side of Tanawa Esports. And the Zipcaster.
Oh,
wow. Was Snipper get 2? Not quite, but barely, no.
Yeah,
and Taiwan Esports is just gonna push in the clams again. Pencil probably gonna hold that clam just to stall basket a little bit here. They throw the cooler, get the clam, and now they're gonna run back to get a couple more clams here. They're only 8 away, so if they can just throw like 1 or 2 clams in at a time and just have someone else grab them. The 6 away, they're 2 down, so push is gonna end here, but that's still a massive push in glam butts on really any map.
But the tent is still causing them a lot of issues, trying to push back up on their plat. Cooler is down on the side of I Love This Country, but they're not going to be able to get much out of it.
Yeah, the tent did Vac really early. But the Vac actually kills the V shot, which is actually beneficial, I would say.
This defense is still not holding too tight
down
on the side of Country.
The Zuka comes up, but they're going to get picked up by the 96 immediately. Getting no use out of it.
No use indeed, as we're now watching the mid being retaken back slowly for the side of Country. If they're able to set this up, they still have to get the clam economy going. They only have 6 compared to the 9 that's been on the side of Tani right now.
Carbon's dropping onto 1 back there in mid. I didn't see who, but... Shots in a bit of a tight spot, just trying to figure something out here. They find the Stamper alone. Oh, no, but the shot with Sharking picks them off.
Yeah, shot getting picked off by the trying to find a solo onto the Stamper right now as they're trying to go in, but the Kraken is going to stop that push. No.
The Kraken did come out there.
Yeah, now 2 down on the side of Tanihua.
They're going to pop cooler in mid. And so we're just going to see probably a Sean or a Carmen just trying to shark and make a play here, potentially. I don't know. They have a Vac on the side of Tawana Esports. The Zuka comes out from I Love This Country, but shot goes down on the side of Taiwan Esports. They still have 2 specials, 3 specials, because there's a cooler respawn on the V shot here.
Yeah, is this card going to get picked up? Yes, they do.
There's another one there.
Tentacle is able to find a second one as well. 2 down on the side of Tanihua. They're going to try and force it out, but no, Stamper is going to force the pencil out now. Even though in a disadvantaged situation, they're not able to hold on to that space as they're going to take the flat with 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yes. I won. This country is going to need a massive push here. They're going to need some sort of miracle to happen here, but They're 2 down again, so it just doesn't seem like that's gonna happen here.
Doesn't seem like it. The back is holding them back, unable to push up onto the plat side as the pencil skirmish is unable to kill off on each other, but they do have cooler. Maybe they're able to come in, but the 10 is somehow behind them. 10
Stanford's gonna
behind
get
them.
that pick. 96 is
10
stranded and he
seconds left.
falls off the map. Gonna pretend like we didn't see that one. And they're just gonna throw a bunch of clams in here. And that is going to be winners round 2. 2-0 by Tanawa Esports.
Very dominant games coming from Tanawa Esports. That's round 2 done and dusted within 10 minutes here. That's actually, I don't think I've seen it a lot coming from not playoffy, best of 3 games coming out. Because usually there's a little bit of a fight going on to like overtime, but this time around, not so much.
And because it was a 2-0, we don't even get to see the honestly controversial between the community whether Flounder is good or not. So we don't even get to see that.
Yeah, that is round 2 for you. Next match will be the finals for winners, and whoever wins the next match will go into grand finals. So,
I thought it was
once we
winners
got
round 3 and then
everything
winners
set up-
finals.
Yeah, already winners finals. We don't have a lot of teams here today, but that will be enough for the showing that we have. So we'll come back to you whenever that is set up. Welcome back. Now we're with Tropical Tuesdays, round 3 grand finals for winners bracket. Whoever wins here will go all the way to grand finals. Now, we have healthy diet food groups versus from last match, Tanihua Esports. I still don't know how to say that name, Flag.
How I would say it.
How would you say it?
The way you did, basically.
Tanihua? Okay, Tanihua. We'll just stick with Tanihua here. Dominantly, Tanihua come from a 2-0, as well as I believe Healthy Diet Food Groups also came from a good 2-0 as well. Now, what do you think of both of these teams? They're both pretty high seed today.
I mean, as you just mentioned, we literally just saw Tanihua in the last match getting a, honestly, really smooth 2-0 there. And Healthy Diet Food Groups, I haven't seen them play in a very long time, but I do know they are a pickup who occasionally does stuff, but I don't know who's on it at this point.
Oh, for sure. For sure. As now, let's go look at the maps that we have for the next match. It is still, is it best of 3 or best of 5? I believe it's best of 5, right? Best of 3 still. So we have Rainmaker, Ship-Shaped Cargo, there we go. Clams Undertow, and Zones Sturgeon. Very unique maps coming into these map groups. What do you think of each of these, Lag? Starting with Ship-Shaped Rainmaker.
Like, Ship-Shaped Rainmaker, you obviously have your push through mid, which is faster, of course. You also have the push on left, which is slower, but I don't really know how to describe it comparing it to another map, because it's kind of in a weird... You hopefully understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. It's really awkward to try and get that second push going in, or like that first push even then, because right side is really good to push, because if that is, you have a good position, but going middle is just going for faster score. But regardless, why is it Mahi Zones? Anyways, let's just hope this is just a mispick and not the actual map. If it is, then we're gonna be playing Mahi Zones. We're gonna see Tentebrella coming from the side of Tanihua, and also the ZNF, one of my favorite weapons to play on the side of Healthy Diets, Lag. And we're just informed that this is the right map pool. Okay, take it away, Lag.
I'm caught off guard, I didn't realize this was the map, I'm sorry. But yeah, like you mentioned, the ZF here on the side of Healthy Diet Food Groups. And, like, sorry, I'm stuttering my words because I'm so off guard, I'm sorry.
No, it's fair. Okay, never mind. Just a little clarification from the commentary desk here from our streamer. Thank you, Jorian. This is currently a best of 5. It's a different map pool. We're gonna go look at it later, but let's focus on the maps right now. The zone is in favor of Tanihua, still neutralized, as they're pushing up back over with the cooler now. As Zuka comes out on the right side from Funky, trying to find a pick, but no, getting 2 chips onto it as 2 down on the side of Diet Healthy Groups right now.
Nam Spacewood just ran into what looks like a 2v3, and yep, there's the Zuka. Emperor's just trying to keep zone right now, and they're gonna do just that. They haven't really had any contest as of right now, but that they can very well change with the Tri-Strike right here.
Oh yeah, Tri-Strike does
Tri-Strike.
come in, as they're trying to get back the zone with 2 landing on the zone, able to back it onto neutral and able to get the backup on it. But the Tentebrella will have something to say about it, but no, 2 goes down on the side of Tanihua right now, trying to hold the zone longer. Maybe it'll flip the zone down, take the stage up, I mean, as soon as that 66 hits down to 60 right now.
Yeah. And I mean, we really just keep seeing this Tensho just neutral zone time.
Oh, wow!
2 with destruction there, I believe. That is just Zuka right there, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, now lead will definitely go to the side of healthy groups. Diet, I'm just gonna say the Diet team, able to lower the stage down to a 54 lead. However, disadvantage is on the side of Diet right now, as the zone is flipped back on the side of
Strike out of the side of the Charger.
Coming out. Strike coming out, being able to find 1 pick with Eevee here, as the Zuko is ready and online, sitting down with the strikes, trying to push back in now as they drop right side, following through. Zuka comes out now, trying to get the pick onto the Tri-Splasher, but is unable to do so. Zone is still back on neutral. Yeah.
We're gonna see Tanihua just trying to get zone back here, even though it's been highly contested these last minute here. Although 1 did just go down there.
Ooh. Yeah, 2 down on the side of Tanihua, trying to find this neutral zone once again, but no. Diet's able to flip the zone back onto their favor as they sell specials online and ready to go. Cooler lets this Trial Slasher here jump out early so they can recoup faster, but no, Stamper on the left side goes down to a straight pick at the moment.
Yes, we have the T-Tech with the strike ready, gonna try and probably take it with the flat. And speaking of try striking the flat,
Oh!
that is a huge kill into the V shot. They died with Zuka there.
No Zuka means no picks, as no picks means no zone for you. Zone is going to go back to the favor of Tanihua as they're fighting onto the shot. T-Tech on the other side, but unable to get the kill as they are getting Cooler ready to respawn already. Inkstrike comes out from the side of Diet, as well as finding a 10th umbrella and forcing them to use their special as well.
We have one special on the Healthy Diet food groups here. T-Tech strike shot just went down with Zuka there, so that's gonna be rough there. Have to rebuild that before they come back in. There goes the strike onto the zone.
Yeah, let's hope that they don't fall off the mat after throwing those strikes. As the Zuka finds Splat on the left side. Zone now in lead in favor of Tanihua once again, but it's back to neutral on the 29 score.
And
it's
Tenko's
still
down.
Yeah, 10 to go down. That's very important, like you said, because if they go down, they cannot hold any ground because their weapons don't have any like good matchups right now. As the Stamper is unable to find their picks, but is holding back now that the 10th umbrella is back, so they're pushing back through now.
Yes, and here comes the Zipcaster out of the Stamper and just instantly gets picked off by the V-Shot. And a trade there from the V-Shot as well.
Oh.
Tenzuka getting one. Rushing, and he's trying to fight the Charger here.
Yeah.
And now they're just gonna cap zone here.
Yeah,
and now
10
Healthy Diet
seconds left.
Food Groups has to dive bomb the zone with 2 mines there. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Oh, here comes the
strikes.
strikes!
Yep, the
And
strike's
it
coming
cap
in.
the zone, but they're 2 down! The mines recap the zone!
Oh. Yo, those mines really helped flipping the zone back immediately after the strikes ended.
Yeah.
That really didn't work out in favor for Diet, but Tanihua takes a strong game 1 out of the 5. Reminder that the map mode right now is, the round count right now is best of 5s, not best of 3 like we mentioned. So let's go look at the correct map pool right now. We have Inkblock Tower coming up, and then Rainmaker Manta Maria, not Manta Maria, Rainmaker Museum, Clams Mako, and as well as Barnacle Zones afterwards if we take it to a game 5. Game 2 is going to go to Tower Inkblot here. What do you think about this map, Lag?
Really it's just importance of getting that first checkpoint and then just keeping your momentum from there. Because if you get that second checkpoint, it becomes really difficult to defend, especially on this map. This map in general is known for snowballing super quickly.
Oh no, definitely. Yeah, snowball quickly enough if you can hold on to their plat after first check, like you said. That will be strong push onto second and third checkpoint. And if you can get that cleared, then that's just home sailing stagger from there. Yeah, I personally don't like this map too much just because of the layout, but it's also one of the fairer maps in our current, maps that we have.
Because you've seen the maps, I don't think I need to say why.
Share your opinions. You're on the mic. You have nothing to fear, nothing to, no backlash, no nothing. You don't have to worry about anything.
Game's maps are garbage.
Whoa, that's a hot take.
I genuinely do not like this game's maps, so like almost all of them. I do not like it, okay?
Yeah.
I'm literally a backliner. Call me biased against Charger, I do not care.
Oh yeah. I agree. But if it was down to me, even I wouldn't play Charger on this map mode too. I would still stick to Ballpoint Nouveau or like vanilla heavy here. But Ink Strikes could be pretty useful on Inkblock Tower. We might see Diet putting out the ZF Charger once again. What do you think? Do you think they'll bring it back again?
They very well might, because Strike is extremely good in Tower, because it's almost like you have 3 half-size Booyah Bombs.
Half-size Booyah Bombs, indeed, in GG Towers. That would be something that would be pretty nice to have. And let's go see what the 2 teams bring about. As we see the Nautilus coming out from the side of Tanihua. And
a
Bamboo! Whoa! Hold on! Bamboo coming from Blue Upper.
I think they switched off from the ZF into a
Yes.
more mobile approach here. What do you think? Do you like Bamboo?
Yes.
Do you like Bamboo?
I mean, Bamboo's an interesting pick. I know it's been a controversy on Twitter, but if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah,
Whale did get
so-
buffed too.
That
Now
is
we're gonna
true.
Gonna follow the Zap here, trying to go onto the plat already. Getting one, getting two, trying to find a third one here, clearing up two of the people on the side of Diet as Freeze on the tower going through first checkpoint. Like you said, if the first checkpoint is cleared and a 10 can set up on bats, this is just free for them to go down on the side of Diet once again as the Zuka
They
is
have
trying to
the Zuka.
retaliate. Yeah.
They go down, but the Zuka did get that one pick there. We're gonna see Tent alone and go down to the Bamboo. There is a jump that thought we almost missed there.
Oh, indeed. Two down on the side of Tiny Claw now. Back down to a score lead of 56. That's pretty good, considering that you broke first check in about first minute. And if you broke that checkpoint, that's just smoother sailing for you too, because the other side defense doesn't have to worry about it too much. But now we see two down to the suction bomb next to the tower checkpoint. That's so unfortunate, as Cooler is now ready to deploy and come back out on the side of Tanihua, going through the left side, trying to find the Zap.
And here comes the Zap with the fall off onto the T-Tech and the
wow! Oh wow!
Holy! Now they're gonna be able to take putts so easily with the Zap. F4, not anymore, but yeah.
Yeah, finding those free picks coming down onto them with those fall-off shots is so nice, because now that they have man advantage, if they don't get flanked by the Carbon, they don't only one go down, and that's really good for them. 2v2 situation coming down. J-Splat trying to find a pick onto the Bamboo, but is unable to close it off onto an advantageous side for Diet, back down onto a still lead for 53 on the side of Tanihua.
Yeah, and like we have the Zuka now just coming out on the side of Tanihua. Tita goes down on Healthy Giant Food Groups. Carbon's just trying to shark and make a play here.
Oh!
So they be able to kill the shot, and
Oh.
they're gonna have no cooler now. That's gonna be huge for Tanihua.
Yeah,
Even though
like
they're
you said,
two down.
no cooler. No cooler means no fast respawn, and you can't get back on that offense pretty fast. But no, the Tentacle is still trying to create space and keep on pushing. But now the cooler on the side of Diet is coming out. They're not going to have a pretty good diet after drinking so much soda. Now they're going to push up as much as they can with the Zuka,
And the
putting them
Zuka!
back down.
It's two down on the side of Healthy Giant Food Groups here.
Yeah, what's so healthy about chucking all those tacticalers, man? If you can't even make good use of it, because you're not burning those coolers fast enough. But we're gonna see the Zap. I mean, the T-Tech trying to dive onto the Zap, but is unable to do so. We've seen this constantly now. The Zap next here, trying to able to find multiple picks every time when they push up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here comes the whale out from the Bamboo. It's not really going to be enough, though, and it looks like they're going to be able to get this check here pretty safely.
Oh, pretty safely.
Two go
Oh,
down.
not so safe. The bomb
They
killed
barely
three, and then
got
Zap had
it.
to jump out. Yeah.
It looked like the bomb actually killed two and someone else died, but yeah, regardless, that's still huge for Healthy Diet Food Groups there to just stop them before it snowballs.
As the aggression is being toned up on the side of Diet, trying to find their flat, but the rain is going to force them
Force
back
them.
down.
Yes. And here comes the Zuka. T-Tech goes down to the Zuka there.
Oh.
Didn't have much help though. Bamboo barely gets out of there.
Yeah, getting out and saving their whale. That's pretty important for them if they want to be able to retake quickly. Remember, if you're on the tower, you get special charge-up bonus. You don't get it if you're defending and not riding on the tower. As we see the Carbon diving down, getting the T-Tech down, as well as the T-Tech and the Zorilla down.
There's a jump there as well. The Carbon might be able to get the jump there. We're able
Yeah.
to get the gun. They popped the Zuka. They got the one
they
in
found
mid.
the third.
Just the Zap. The Zap's
The
up in
Zap
the
left.
fast.
Yep, and the SBC now the Carbon is
Oh,
going to try
going
to find
in.
that Zap,
No.
but no. Nyx here is pulling all the way on the side of Tanihua, finding every single one of these crucial picks that's able to hold these defenses, because now Cooler comes out on the side of Diet Group as they're trying to push up with 40 seconds left. They have to break 2 checkpoints in a row if they want to be able to get this lead with 30 seconds left. That's not a lot of time if you consider
Shot
how much
is
time it takes
down
for the tower
now.
to go through. Shot is down, and as well as the
Nautilus
Nautilus.
goes down. Tent's in a pretty tight spot, but they were able to get the Carbon. That'll be so huge here. You need to be careful of that tent, wherever that tent is. I don't see. Jump out? Apparently.
No, the Zuka is right there. The tent is right there trying to Zuka down onto the tower, but I don't think they're able to get anyone. As the shot goes in and gets a trade with
They're
the
both
Nautilus
two
in a
down.
2v2 situation. Yeah,
The
one
Zap's
down
gonna
now.
Go down. It's just a Bamboo.
Yeah, we're trying to
And
find
they
it,
go
but
down
no,
to
they're
the
unable
Zuka.
to. going down to Zuka, and that's a game 2 going to Tanihua once again. Diet Group down 2 now on match point in favor of Tanihua. Very close games, like we said here. And if they're able to get one more, Tanihua makes it all the way to grand final smoothly.
Yeah.
I think the Tent Umbrella gives them so much more options to push. But at the same time, was it enough?
I mean, it's like, to me, I do like how you mentioned Tent gives them more options to push. And with Zuka being super prevalent right now and its ridiculous damage to just everything, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, you could say.
Something like that, yeah, because the pacing is going to be so much different and controlled by the Tent Umbrella. It's going to throw a lot of people off if you haven't fought that thing enough, or you don't have something like a Stamper or Wiper to object shred the hell out of them.
I mean, yeah, because, like, 10, yes, it helps you push, but at the same time, it's very vulnerable to just getting bombed out and specialed.
I see.
Now we have Rainmaker Museum coming up here.
Yeah, Rainmaker Museum. Personally, if you're a fan of Chargers, this one is very, very nice. Because it's such a fun map mode to play. For any backlines, I would say. In general, you have a good spacing onto your plat onto mid, you have a good Rainmaker carrier path, and even then, if you set up on their plat, that's just a big bonus. But
yeah.
Let's go see what they can bring in here.
I'm gonna do the Stamper this time.
And then they drop the Carbon for a shot instead of a Carbon for V-shot. Yeah, they dropped the Carbon for V-shot.
So yeah, we're just gonna basically just see them. T-Tech just trying to figure something out here at the start. Already getting rushed by two of them and goes down. However, the tent is down.
Yeah. And the tent is down, like you said. That's going to open up a little bit more doors for Diet to try and push up.
Huge trade.
As now Diet is going to pick up the Rainmaker, trying to make an effort to push this into their base with cooler advantage as well. Actually, no, both teams has cooler ready, but the tent is going to try and stop this push right at this moment.
Here comes the back. They're just not going to be able to push against that back right there.
Oh, definitely not. It holds down so much more space. The Zuka trying to get the arc shot onto the Bamboo, unable to do so. Gets one tap onto the Stamper, unable to find the kill. Unfortunately, you need 2 taps to get onto a kill with Bamboo. As one go down on the side of Tanihua, this advantage will soon be shifted into Diet if they don't find the Rainmaker pick soon. As Free is on the spinner trying to push up onto their side, but no, they're just gonna let them cross onto their plat.
Bamboo just ran in there trying to do something and got punished for it hard there. Now we're gonna see the Tri-Slosher getting the pick onto the V-shot. That'll be huge because no Zuka and no strikes because T-Tech just went down there.
Indeed. If no Zuka, no strikes there, they only have the Bamboo to try and get like their displacement special, but if they don't have the other two trying to get it as soon as they can, they don't have anything to hold down, as the Zap on the side of Diet Group is down, but we're gonna see the camp on the Stamper getting onto the T-Tech as finding a second one with the burst bomb as well.
And here comes the Zipcaster here. After getting the double, they might be able to get a third potentially. They're not going to be able to, but that Zipcaster still like just forced the Zap into a spot they probably didn't want to be in. And the Vax just gonna enable the checkpoint there. And now the Vax didn't quite get any picks there. Sean's just running for points, gets down to 36.
36 is a pretty decent score if you're here with the vacuum advantage as well. Because remember, if you're inside the vacuum, you have invulnerability within it. As we're gonna watch Seth here trying to retake mid with their Zap and build a cooler as fast as they can. 36 lead for Tanihua is pretty good considering that Diet's group still hasn't broke the checkpoint within the first half of the match right now.
And yeah, and we're gonna see every special basically coming out here. And there goes the cooler as well. Here comes another Zuka. Gets the kill into the Bamboo. The T-Tech did get the V-shot though. So they might be able to get this checkpoint potentially. They're 2 down on the side of Tanihua.
Yeah, checkpoint soon hopefully is going to be pushed in, but they're waiting for trying to get a pick as they do find the Tri-Slosher. Are they going to be able to find the Tenderbrella? Yes, they do. They do find the Tenderbrella as well. 2 down on the side of Tenihua as they're now staggered back into Plat. With Rainmaker in the hands of Diet, are they going to be able to take the lead here? No! J-Splat able to find the Rainmaker and stopping them dead in their tracks right now.
The Vac just, I believe, killed that Bamboo and almost popped the Rain, but T-Tech's gonna get the V-shot, it looked like that was. And the Tri-Slosher, Stampus just gonna have to poke them back. Here comes the Zuka, instantly killing the T-Tech as they grab the Rainmaker.
Yeah, 2 down on the side of Diet Group. If they really want to be able to get the next push, they rather should stay alive. But no, the Zipcaster getting the Bamboo and the jump in as well, coming in, getting a smooth double, keeping them down by 2 again for the next 10 seconds or so. As the push back onto the side of Diet Group is starting, trying to defend this position with suction bombs, but the Stamper is going to say something about it, finding Sap once again.
And they just placed that cooler, so they're still waiting on that cooldown. V-Shot's just got to make something happen here because the Stamper's just been cleaning house for these last 30 seconds. Here comes Azuka! And manages to get the V-Shot! And Tennywan's just going to extend the lead down to 22 here with 30 seconds left.
Oh, indeed. 22? That's a very dangerous position now for Diet Group. If they really want to be able to get this push now with the next 20 seconds, they're going to have to win this mid-fight. They're going to have to take their Plat, and the Bamboo is going to opt to take up the Rainmaker now with 20 seconds left on the clock. Now remember, if you have the Rainmaker and you're on the losing side, you have overtime for the remainder of the Rainmaker timer here. That means 50 seconds from now, they have this amount of time to work with as the Zipcaster is going to come in, try and get the Rainmaker, but they zip past, just trying to distract them right now as they go down behind them.
Yeah, they have 2 specialists from Tennywa to help defend this. They just popped their cooler as well. They have the Vac ready. And here comes the Ink Vac. This would make a game here.
Oh no, indeed. If they can get the pick onto the Rainmaker with it! That Vac shot really counted for what they're trying to do. Rainmaker went down immediately, and that's a 3-0 win coming from Tenihua Esports. Moving on to Grand Finals and knocking Diet Food Groups into losers.
Holy! And like I said right there, that Vac could have been the game, and them shooting that Vac just made it large enough so it could kill around that corner and take out the Rainmaker during overtime to end it.
Oh no, yeah, although overtime was in favor, they didn't have the space to work with to get to 21 points if they really wanted to lead here. But congratulations to Tenihua going into winners. We're going to come back to you when we have set up the losers match that will be broadcasted. So stay tuned, keep your seats on, and we'll see you in a bit. Hello, already welcome back to Tropical Tuesdays. We're here with semifinals on the losers bracket with I Love This Country versus Helios. Two very notable teams in my opinion. I Love This Country has a couple of my very nice mid-level mutuals that I have on there, as well as Helios, a very prominent team with a Tenderbrella that I think I know. Sorella, I think. They're very nice teams. What do you think, Lag?
I mean, like you just said, there's the potential of the tent. Although I will say, in my experience, last time I played Helios, there was BP, but this was before Zuka meta, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. I mean, Helios, definitely a very strong team. I would love to see that if I Love This Country, the county. I mean, it's not even country. There's no R's. I Love This County. It's gonna be able to hold up their own against them. They did make it all the way here, so I do expect something coming from them as we're going to go into Manta Zone's game 1. What you think about the Manta Zones? Manta Zones is pretty neat, I would say, but not my choice of tea here. Not my choice.
I mean, like you mentioned, Manta Zones, it's probably one of...
We have just been informed that we have wrong maps up on the list once again. Give us a moment as we get a confirmation on what the first match is, and I believe the first match is Clam's Museum, not Manta Zones. Clam Museum, we just got off of a Rainmaker Museum. Yeah. What do you think of the Clam format here?
Like, it's almost, you push very similar to Rainmaker going up that ramp and pleb, but you do have that extra factor of keeping an eye on that block where Clam Cheese has happened too many times to really count.
Too many times to count, indeed. But we're going to go right into it. The match is going to start very soon. Let's go see what both of these teams is going to kick us off with. Clam's Museum.
Roller out of chat, I believe, because I recognize that.
That's a range blaster coming from Helios, is it? Oh no.
Pencil.
Yeah, color is currently flipped on each side. Helios is on the blue side, and as well the I Love This Country is on the yellow side right now. Don't get fooled by the colors on the top. As we're gonna watch the... As we're gonna change... we're gonna look into mid-neutral still being relatively at ease. I think the Range Blaster has a positive matchup against this Tenderbrella. No, I'm mistaken. They got the Range Blaster immediately. Free down on the side that I Love This Country.
And Roller's gonna have the bubble here. They might try and bubble the basket. They gotta be careful of that Kraken they just popped, though. There is indeed the bubble. And they're gonna be able to... No! Was that Clamlag just causing the score?
Yeah, that was Clamlag. That was definitely was Clamlag. That didn't make them a ball at that point. That was really unfortunate. But we're gonna follow that.
Comes Zuka. Here comes Zuka number 2, gets 1.
Oh wow.
And running through the strikes to get that score.
Inkstrikes being able to stop the push now after being scored 1 power clam. But I don't think they see Floops on the side of the spinner. They're gonna be able to score 5 clams into the basket here, bringing it into 65. And jumping out to Sorella when they just perished onto the ground. But strong start coming from Helios right now with a 65 lead as they have specials ready, already dialing back up on a set I Love This Country.
Yeah, we're gonna see the Roller basically just kind of got sort of exposed, even though they didn't grab the cooler, but yeah, they were able to trade, but now it's just the Roller here against basically all 4 of them. They have 2 balls coming in.
Oh yeah, one already has been dunked in, as well as some small clips have been done. But the Kraken is going to try and go in, help the Splash get the power clam in, and takes the lead with 57. That is a very unique, and I don't think I've ever seen that play coming up before. Using the Kraken as a shield to get the power clam to be able to score, and you're still alive with special? That's something special.
No pun intended there, but I mean, I've seen Kraken plays like that happen before, but it's very rare. Most of the time you see the Kraken just go for the Twitter clip there.
Oh no, yeah. But getting that small lead at the start might be something that they can work off if they can hold their defense with half the match gone. A lead of 57 against 65 against, oh, Helios and Helios on the top lane. As we're now waiting to see if the Zigga can get some picks, but no. Sorella is able to pick off on the side of I Love This Country right now.
And the Zaps are just trying to not die in mid. They're able to barely jump out of there. And Pencil's going to be coming in with the ball, potentially looking for a score, but they do need to be wary of that range blaster.
Very wary indeed, as they have gotten cooler. This means perfect accuracy coming from Range Blaster, but they're blocked by the Sorella tent as Sorella comes in and cleans it up, finding the Zap as well. 2 down on the side of I Love This Country, as the power climb has gone in, but they have to score a couple more clams to be able to take the lead here, but I don't think they're able to as they're being forced out of their plat. But no, Flips with the same maneuver, but this time they're actually going to get caught out and finding Sorella as well. They're 1 clam away from taking the lead back, 57 to 59 lag.
Yeah, and I mean, this range blaster, 96 just got Kraken. They might try and do a little bit of a Kraken play here. We don't know. 2 sides specials on the side of Helios here.
Oh, wait, look at the clam economy. Flag, look at the clam economy on the side of I Love This Country. Look at how much they have.
Oh, yeah.
They can set up this Kraken now. They're going to be able to build at least 3 more power clams here and be able to go through as 2 down on the side of Helios. 3 down. It's just left of Sorella trying to fight it out, and they're unable to. That's a delay whip on the side of Helios.
I mean, yeah, and it's just Pencil, and Pencil's not going to be able to stop all those clams going in. And now they're going to get a jump in on the Kraken, it looks like. The jump to the Kraken for the KO for I Love This Country.
So clean.
I mean, yeah, really, and Kobe's getting changed for the game up there actually threw me off when you heard me giving the call right there about who went 3 down.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
they had all the clam economy, they had all the specials, they had all the right picks, and then they just set up everything perfectly. And the Kraken just giving them a free jump. Going into game 1, that's strong. That's something. That's really magical.
And yeah, this is going to be a little weird, but going back to the beginning of that game where you were saying Range Blaster has a positive matchup against that tent, and then just immediately dying, commentator's curse right there.
I'm actually not pretty sure. I'm not too familiar of how Tent Umbrella works even now, even if I played it like a couple times. But I'm pretty sure Range Blaster has somewhat of an advantage with AoE, but when it comes to close range, they're not going to be able to do
Yeah.
anything about it. We're going to move on though. We're going to move on to the very controversial pick that you said. It's Flounder Zones. On this map. Now, I would say if the Tent Umbrella is able to go from middle, that's really strong.
I mean, yeah, like, and the controversial part about this isn't really the mode, it's just the debate on whether people like this map or not. It's basically split 50-50.
Nice, there's flanks on this map. No, there isn't.
Flanks exist in this game?
Flanks exist? Damn, that's crazy.
Flanks? Never heard of her.
Yeah. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me knowing that there's flanks in Splatoon. That's crazy. But, yeah. Coming off on a strong foot here. I Love This Country. Are they going to be able to take game 2 and going into losers finals? We'll never know, but we're gonna see soon. And in my opinion, if they keep Range Blaster, that's also a pretty good option. It's not too bad, but they have to make use of the terrain a lot more than usual here.
And yeah, and I mean, when you said we'll never know, that's not really true, because we will know, it's just a matter of when.
Matter of when, indeed. It's just something that I think, sometimes things feel long, and then you have to wait, and then when you finally see it, and you're still disappointed, I would say, then it's just like, it's a meh. But I want to be able,
I want to see that Range Blaster coming out once again.
And speaking of Range Blaster, I do want to mention, I'm pretty sure we've seen, unless I'm remembering, why we've seen 2 different people play Range Blaster?
Oh yeah, I believe so. But we're going to see if that is the same case now going into Flounder Zone's match 2, as we're seeing Vanilla Blaster coming from Lexi, and the Vanilla Tent Umbrella coming from Sorella. I don't think I've seen them play Vanilla Tent in a while.
And we also have the Pencil switching to Entry on this map, which it's a Slasher map, so that's very understandable. an immediate strike out of the end splash that might be able to do something, but not really. Oh, but that did almost. Oh, that's huge if they're able to get out of there. Tent's drop, but Tent's gonna go down here to the splash. Splash just gonna back off, help teammates throw bombs onto their zone.
Yeah, as now Cooler goes down on the side of I Love This Country. Strong start coming from both teams, getting the equal trades. However, I don't think I Love This Country is able to reach that Cooler because Helios is able to reach theirs, and they're able to get a free down situation in their favor as the fourth Lexi on the Blaster has to jump out at this moment as they have a lead ticking down solidly coming from 1 minute into the game.
I mean, yes, we're just gonna... They're going to be looking to get specials here on the both ends, really. They have all four on the side of I Love This Country.
Yeah, and we're going to see if this maneuver here coming from the Zap going into the Roller's Bubble is able to find anything. They do find a trade with the Kraken, trying to neutralize zone. Lexi is on the right side going up, trying to find 2 picks as the last 2 remainder is forced to pop their vacuum to hold the ground. Regrouping already with the Soda Buff and finding 1. From Lexi on the 96.
Yes. We have Tent pushing into Country's zone here and is going to go down to here to the 96, but basically just the 96 now.
Yeah, and they weren't able to force a penalty on the side of Helios as Tri-Slaughter goes down and gets a trade. However, they have cooler buffs, so that doesn't really mean much if they trade. They could just come back, jump back right in as the 96 is still respawning right now. Look at that, they're already back before they started respawning. And Azuka does come out from Helios trying to find a pick onto the ramp, but they're unable to. Sorella is able to set up into their bunker. Strikes does come out. Are they going to be able to neutralize the zone? Yes, they are. But they're going to try and find the second zone if they can. 2 goes down on the side of Helios, but the cooler buff is still in play for them.
I mean, yeah, we're seeing shots going to come up from the top mid, potentially trying to look to get a pick. Here comes the Kraken. Kraken's immediately broken that shield there. Kraken not able to find any picks, which is rough, and they're gonna go down there.
Oh,
Helios.
Free down. Yeah, free down on the side of 4 now. Delay wipe on the side of I Love This Country, unable to find what they're trying to do with 10 seconds left on the clock. Gamer is going to try and find on the zone, but they're unable to neutralize it. Game 2 goes to Helios.
Yeah, and I was gonna mention I clocked it too late, but I Love This Country was never able to put a penalty on Helios to give themselves some time, so they really just had to dive bomb zone there when they couldn't.
Indeed. I mean, like I said, the Tenderella is going to be really strong here if you don't play your cards right. But we're going to move on into Tower Hagglefish.
Now this, as a backliner, this is a fun map, but then again, I'm pretty sure this is most commonly liked in the community anyway.
Indeed, indeed. Now, Tower Hagglefish, it's not my personal favorite, but it's also not my personal, like, worst map, best map as well. It's in the middle ground, you know? Not too bad, not too good, but it's definitely something that you have to be aware of, because after first check, that's gonna be hard to hold.
I mean, I find it interesting that you say it's hard to hold after first check, because I actually find it the opposite. I actually find it to play very similar to Inkblot when it comes to getting checks.
Really?
I've always had issues whenever I'm just playing in general. I mean, granted, it's open, it doesn't really care, but it's still a general point that if you get the second checkpoint, you basically can just roll, and it's hard to beat a push getting second checkpoint in my experience on this map, actually.
I mean, I can agree. First checkpoint is always the hardest and the longest one on this map, and if you get that through, then it's just a matter of can you keep the momentum up that you did with the first checkpoint, because the top side on Hagglefish is relatively good to hold positions, but
yeah,
if you can break that momentum on the enemy team, then you're just going to be pushing that tower relatively at ease, like you said, similarly to Inkblock Tower.
Yeah, and if you're able to get that top right, then second checkpoint becomes infinitely easier.
Oh no, yeah, definitely easier. But do I think that Sorella is gonna bring out the tent once again? I'm not sure. Tower control is not something that you really want to tent with. But if it's easier to go onto the plat with, that is also something that they could work with. But let's go see what they're going to bring us as we're now starting the final match of loser semifinals.
We're going to see same comp on the side of I won this country, and a tent pencil again here on Helios.
Vanilla tent on tower control. That's not something I see often either.
Yeah, I mean, much less 10 in general, to be honest, but...
Yeah, I would much prefer, I would much assume that the Sorella tent will be played more than the vanilla tent, but I guess they're really trying to make this work with the roller as they were just trying to sneak through with the tent. I think they did, and they're able to find one and find two on the left side as well, just leaving Gamer trying to hold their own. But, oh, how did they go down? First shot did not kill them. They go down. That's a delay wipe.
I mean, yeah, now Helios has two specials that are going to be huge for getting these checkpoints, Bubble and Vac. They probably not going to have to bubble for this first check, but second check, they have these specials to clear that right away, and they just got a cooler as well, so...
Yeah, look at that. Sorella is now backing Floops up with the bubble setup too. Look at that. That's so neat. They set it up so perfectly, but the strikes come in, unfortunately, shutting them down, ruining the hopes and dreams of trying to break that second check. But Chada might have something to say about it. They find one trade.
And yeah, now we're going to see the V-Shot here, and getting picked up by that range blaster. That's going to be huge, because that means no Zuka.
Yeah, no Zuka means no picks, and like I said, no picks means no space. You need to get no space, then you cannot push. But the roller does go down on the left side there, unfortunately, as we're now following the tower, being pushed away by the Ingzuka coming from Helios, as the Strikes is now pushing them back. But they do have cooler. Flips trying to chase Lexi here, and then are they going to be able to find the pick? Yes. No, they aren't. They got reverse sweep by the Range Blaster one shot.
That is detrimental. I mean, he had cooler effects, but that's still really rough to not get that Range Blaster out of there, because that's been such a big threat during this set.
Yeah, look at Lychee here, still trying to keep that push going by forcing the Kraken to create that space, but no, Sorella has created even more space, using the vacuum to try and push up with it as the Ingvac shot goes to mid. Not finding any fun, but they're able to find a roller on the left side.
Yes. Here comes the Range Blaster out from the left, looking to get a pick, but Floops is here on the right in a tight corner. They're going to be able to jump out of there with Zuka, which is going to be huge for stopping any push here.
Yeah. Now, offensive side is on I Love This Country's favor. They still have a Kraken ready. There it is. It's going to come up and try and stop Sorella. They do find Sorella. And pushing up with the Range Blaster, finding the roller as well. They should be able to get out with 2 picks, but tower is off. It's just them left on their own to try and fight this out, as now we're going to follow mid with the tower being in favor of Helios, still in lead of a 41 right now.
I mean, yeah, and we're going to see the tank trying to create space in mid, get that 96 out of bottom right over there. Floops flanking on the left side, but not really able to find any picks, but getting a Zuka here. Grabbing Cooler, probably going to try and look to get a flank Zuka kill, potentially.
But the Rage Blaster getting punted by the Zuka coming from Flukes, as now the Charger on the tower, the Pencil getting a hit onto Lychee on the 96, but that's not gonna matter. The Kraken's gonna come out. They're going to force them off the tower, getting the pick onto Sorella.
Yeah, and Roar has to panic bubble, and Ichi's getting 2 with the Kraken, saying, "Release the Kraken!"
Release the Kraken indeed! They keep finding these doubles with the Krakens, and they're just able to hold their defense right now. I think they found their strong ground and find their mistakes. They're improving on it immediately. Now Gamer has the Strikes ready, trying to push out as they're in a neutral situation. The Cooler is ready. If they're able to set up these Strikes now, they're going to be able to push in. Let's see if they're going to be able to do it. They do go down as the Zap is on the tower, but they're having to hop off because Sorella is causing some chaos on the left side.
Yes, now we're going to see the 96 here try and push up again and pick onto the Pencil. Not quite able just yet. Now they're going to have help from the Shrunky Roller that they didn't find, but Kraken's going to get them back from the behind! That's not able to cancel that from behind because the hitbox doesn't cover that.
No, they don't. I mean, even then, the Kraken does piercing damage. That's going to kill you through the VAC as well. But the tower doesn't seem to be in favor of I Love This Country yet, as the VAC comes out once again, trying to enable Floops to be able to push up onto the left side here, as they trying to see if they can find Lychee. The back shot does come out, finding the Range Blaster, finding the Neo Splash, 2 down as I Love This Country. If they're not going to be able to get out here, then they're not going to be able to get this push. 20 seconds left. Desperate situation coming on the side of I Love This Country. They do find Sorella, but they're going 2 down once again. It's just left on the Range Blaster to Neo Splash.
I mean, yeah, that was huge. They finally got the 96 out of there, but at the cost of the 10, which is still good for them because they still need to get to push to the second check and get to 40. When they have a Zuka and a bubble ready on the side of Helios, 10 goes down, they're not going to be able to vac. The strike's coming out. Here comes the Zuka from Floops.
Oh, but they're already able to find the tower. Yes, they do. They do find the Neo Splash, but 1 goes down on the side of, oh, they're able to pop Kraken. They're able to get another pick. Wait, Tenterbrella is also down, isn't it? Yes, they are. 2 down on the side of it. If they're able to get to the checkpoint, that's just it. But Zap goes down.
They're able to get the roller.
They're able to find it.
They
They find the roller. The Blaster is going to go down. It's just left of...
They get the lead at the same time.
What?
Oh! Oh my gosh!
What? That was neck and neck for them. Knocking Helios out, I Love This Country is going to make it into losers finals.
And each are just making Kraken statements all game with like how many Kraken doubles? 3?
So many. There was like a quad. He got quad doubles with the Kraken. Oh, I wish we have instant replay to look at some of those moments, that final moment as well on the tower, but that will be semifinals done and dusted here. Congratulations to I Love This Country, gonna make it into finals as Helios, like I said, is going to be knocked out. So as intense as it is, we're going to be coming back to you when finals match is properly set up, so we'll see you guys in a bit.
Welcome back to Losers Finals in Tropical Tuesdays right now. I am here with Lag once again with healthy diet food groups versus I Love This Country, Lag.
I mean, yeah, we've seen both these teams earlier, and I mean, we're starting off with Haggle Zones here.
Haggle Zones, yeah, definitely. We just came off of a Haggle Tower game.
Yes, we did. That was if you saw, very wild.
Close, way too close for it to be that way. Yeah.
But I mean, that's what people want to see when they're watching tournaments, right?
Yeah. I mean, put on a good show, put on a good match, show us some color, show us some action, you know. But we're going to see what these two teams are going to bring out, as we see a very common trend on the side of Wolf This Country. We've seen them use blasters very often, and healthy diet food groups. I think they also. Oh wait, isn't this a rematch or no? Is this a rematch or no?
It might be.
I'm gonna double check real quick.
I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking it might be.
No. It's not. They have not faced each other yet, but they are going to be determined. Whoever wins here in this best of 5 is going to go into grand finals.
And yes. All right.
We're going to see what these two teams bring out, as we see the E-Leader, interestingly, coming out from the side of I Love This Country, as well as the ZF coming out from diet food groups once again.
Leader cringe, but anyway.
Leader cringe? Wow. Wow, that's a strong opinion. But we're going to see how they're going to work, as their mid advantage seems to be in favor of I Love This Country. Strikes goes down as well, so quick, coming from the Neo Splash, but they're still unable to put the zone. Never mind, they do take the
Charger
zone.
gets one!
They wall banged to the 96!
Was that just a triple from the Charger?
Yeah, they did. They just got a triple.
Wow.
Hey, that's just another day in the office for you, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's just another day in the office. 2 strikes, actually, they have on the T-Tech as well.
Indeed.
But, yeah, let's go see if I Love This Country is going to be able to do anything. They mess up one of the strikes, but they're able to get the 2 onto the zone. Kraken is going to get cancelled, unfortunately, by Sephora, as the Zuka does come out and getting the E-Leader as well. But the Zap on the left flank right now, being able to get one, but not able to get another. Neutral, I mean, zone is still in favor of diet food groups right now.
I mean, yeah, and Charger went down, but it didn't really matter because, well, I Love This Country went 3 down. Shot needs to be careful with running into that 3. Here we go with the Kraken. Not quite getting the Charger.
They only got 1 hit on them, but the zone is going to go back to neutral. 2 down on the side of diet food groups, able to flip the zone back into their favor. Lead is 15 on the side of diet food groups, as Eevee goes down to the Kraken on the left side.
Yeah, and Ziv has those strikes ready here. Just trying to make something happen on his zone. Yep. Oh, yep. And strikes from everybody coming out here. Holy.
Another set of strikes?
And now it's just the Charger. Momentum flipped in this instantly, but that's just going 3 down in zones for you right there.
Yeah, 3 down. If this lockout is played correctly, I Love This Country will be able to take this match, take this game right here. As the Kraken does come in to try and stop them. They're just holding here. They're intimidating. They don't have to go for the pick if they can't go, if they jump down. And they're going to try now. Lead is going to flip back with 4 strikes on the zone, neutralizing each other. 1 down on each side. Are they going to be able to flip the zone here? 2 down
Not
on
yet.
the side of Diet Food Groups. They're not going to be able to. Goes back to neutral again.
Yeah, it's a hard fight for zone, and they're not neutral in time.
What was that? We just saw like 4 sets of strikes being thrown onto the zone at once, just painting over each other.
I mean, that's just... They need to throw those desperation strikes to try neutral zone and go in. They got the pick onto the 96, but the 96... distracted and stalled so much time, honestly, just by simply sitting there.
Yeah, indeed. As we're gonna look into this replay right here, we look at that 2 down instantly, being able to put pressure onto the zone. But although going back to neutral, they don't have enough paint to 3 versus 1 situation right here, as Eevee was trying to dive in to try and get the pick to slow down the paint, but unable to. Just a little too unfortunate right there.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you didn't go into diamond, just painted zone, you're not gonna outpaint a splash and an end zap with a phase shot there. Unless that charger gets a pick, it's virtually game over right there.
Yeah, if they got like a free K like they did at the start, then they might be able to get back the lead. I mean, get back the penalty onto them. But regardless, let's move on to maps that we have familiar scenes with, the Ink Block Tower Control.
Also known as Snowball Central.
Snowball Central, indeed. It is indeed. I don't know about this map, man. I really don't. But are they gonna bring out Pencil again? Are they gonna bring out the ZF? Are they gonna bring out Range Blaster? Are they gonna bring out V Blaster? I don't know. We're gonna see what these two teams are gonna cook up.
I do have a bold prediction here.
What is it?
Last time we saw Inkblot Tower, it was Healthy Diet Food Groups, and they had the bamboo.
Oh,
It's very possible they go back to that bamboo here.
If they bring back the bamboo, it would be crazy. Now let's go see if they're able to do such a task here, as we're just waiting on one to be able to finish up, and we're going to go right into this match. Now, if they bring out the bamboo, that means they have whale too. If it's something that they could coordinate and set up together, that's something that they could work with to going into their bats. Let's go see if they're gonna bring this out.
The Luna?
Luna Neo?
I called the bamboo!
Yeah, the bamboo does come out, but that's a very, very interesting idea coming from Lexi. Switching off from a E-leader to Luna Neo is a interesting choice. We're going to see what they're gonna bring to the table here. If the Luna is a weird off pick with the Visi bombs and the hammer, the Luna itself is going to be proven to be powerful. They do find one, but we're following the Carbon right now, trying to find a pick onto the enemy. They're unable
Bamboo
to.
goes down there as well, so I won this one. He has the biggest advantage right now possible to potentially get this first check. Whale comes out from the bamboos. Didn't play off the 3 down, I guess, appropriately. I mean, I couldn't see what happened.
Yeah, as the Luna is going to try and poke onto the right side, getting Sephora and able to get the zap. That means no cooler for them. They were so close to getting it as well on 86%. As the hammer, we're going to get interrupted and not able to see what's going on. The hammer is going to throw backwards on the tower. Are they going to be able to stop it? No, they're not going to be able to, as the tower is still in favor of Diet Group right now.
I mean, yeah, and they're in perfect position to grab this first check. Here comes the whale, and it located the Zap. So Zap has to get off that mushroom. They throw down the cooler, although Zap going into mid goes down to the bamboo. He has to have cooler effects, but they're still waiting on that cooldown.
Yeah, waiting for the cooldown indeed. We're gonna follow the Zap here, jumping in and switching to the Luna to go to the backside here, fighting the Carbon, unable to win the fight as Eevee now trying to go through the bottom of the plat, sneaking up on the right side, but on the other side, Lychee is there to doing the same thing with Kraken.
I mean, yeah, Kraken runs out on the stack. Luna's gonna come back in to help get that push off. Zap's kind of alone by the tower right now. Everyone else is back. Luna is able to get that Carbon though. That will be huge. There is no flank.
More flanks indeed, but the tower is looking pretty grim. 2 down on the side of this country right now, as the Luna and the Neo Splash is trying to find the pick onto the left side, but they're unable to find Eevee on the Carbon once again, proving to be a nuisance and holding off these pushes as the Ink Strip now goes in to retake mid. Still in the lead, Diet Food Group with 61 points at the moment.
And T-Tech running into that suction bomb. That's going to be really unfortunate for food groups here.
Oh no, indeed. Unfortunate as the strike's now coming back. Yeah.
And Carbon running in, almost getting picked up by the Zap, just to get picked up by the Splash, it looked like right there.
Yeah, getting
They're
picked
down
up
on
one
both
by
sides.
one.
And now
Yeah,
the Luna
2
goes
down
down
now.
to T-Tech. T-Tech gets picked up by the Splash, sitting on left stack.
Ooh.
They're about to have another strike here as well, so if they play this right, they could strike into the plant and maybe get one pick with it, but we'll see.
Oh, but the Kraken goes down. 96 to the left side on that bamboo. Lexi has the bail back, but the bell
Bamboo,
goes down.
frontline Bamboo here!
Yeah.
T-Tech's gonna help Bamboo, so Bamboo's gonna back off towards tower and pop Whale now. Here comes the Carbon. We're gonna see if they can't get a pick. They can't right now, but they have Zuka at the ready.
Zuka at the ready, but are they going to be able to deploy it? I think they do. They find one
They got
pick onto
one.
the plat. Is the Inkster gonna hit them on the tower? No,
Oh.
just barely. As 2 down on the side of I Love This Country. If Dai can keep this push going,
They're
they
gonna
can
be able to
extend their
get
lead as
second,
well.
They might be able to get second check here. They have to be awarded that 96.
Oh, but strikes do go into
Carbon.
the tower. That's it.
They're
That's
gonna
good.
get the check. That is huge. Here comes the Kraken.
Yeah, Kraken coming back in to try and hold on to it. They don't know Eevee's here. They just barely dodged Eevee. They didn't blow off. They didn't see
Carbon
both of
going
them.
in. Gets
Carbon's
two.
gonna punish it back. Carbon gets the punish on the Kraken and the Luna that was coming out. It didn't clear the area at all. The small specks that they couldn't check. As the Carbon is now camping on the left, Tower is gonna be on the first checkpoint. Ink Strike goes in. They're gonna be able to push through it, owing into
Jason
the
goes down
final
the
points.
freaking tower. Zev's gonna have to get up to go down to the strikes. That is such a massive hold there. But it's gonna be really tough to get this lead now because they have to get all the way to 3 and break all 3 checkpoints.
Oh, breaking all 3 checkpoints indeed, down to a score of remaining of 4. 30 seconds left. If they want to be able to get to the checkpoints, they're gonna have to push now. On the right side, Lexi does find the T-Tag on the side of Dive Food Groups, but unable to trade out Eevee on the Carbon just now, as Tower is going to slowly pace back into middle, but Lychee, unable to find the space in mid, gets pincered and goes down. 20 seconds left on the clock right now.
Yeah, and we have the Carbon just trying to figure out what they're trying to do right now. Zap just throwing cooler down. That's gonna help food groups hold any deaths that happen here. Bamboo goes down, but did they have the cooler effects? I can't tell if they did. The strikes are coming out super early. Carbon with the Zuka. They don't get a pick. The bomb gets the win on the jump. Carbon running in the zone. 96 goes down. Splash goes down. It's just the end tap. They died to the strikes.
Oh, unfortunate for them. I cannot believe that was just happening. That last push that they set up, the Kraken missing every person that they had to kill, and then getting the punish immediately. That was strong enough. That was enough to just to get them to 4. I'm surprised they didn't knock out.
I mean, yeah, those strikes were very huge there to stop them from KOing that right there. But at the end, they just didn't have the momentum. They just had food groups just had the specials right there at the end when they needed that strike. You see getting popped in overtime away from the tower, so they're not going to get picked off.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is game 2 going into favor of Diet Food Groups, and is currently, I believe, 1-1 on each team. So we're going to go into a game 3, I think, for the first time on stream. Oh no, second time on stream that we're not in match point yet.
It's 2. It was 1-1.
Yeah, it's 1-1.
Right. Okay. I got it backwards. I'm sorry because the pick was wrong on top. Sorry. And yeah, back to that Luna pick. That was really interesting considering you literally can't get any more different in terms of range right there, going from Luna to E-Leader.
Oh no, yeah, you go one for the longest range to the shortest range possible. That is something I didn't expect. No, but Rainmaker Humpback once again. What do you think?
I mean, last time we saw this map, we saw a little bit of flank cheese on the to KO it right there.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
And it was
they bring out the
actually-
ink back too. If they bring out the ink back, remember?
Yeah, it was actually against I Love This Country as well that got Rainmaker cheese. So.
And then Rainmaker Humpback has died. GG. Rainmaker Humpback died. Guys, this is so sad. Rainmaker Humpback is finally dead. Let's go.
Woo!
Let's go.
But no seriousness, can we just never have this map be played on zones in a tournament ever again?
Oh, I mean, I guess, but JP plays, so we gotta play it. Yeah.
Yup, sounds about right.
As we're going to see what they're gonna whip up here. They are already ready, so let's see what they have to offer for us into this match. Humpback Rainmaker. If I see a Inkback weapon coming out, I would not be surprised. As we
Luna
see
again.
Luna and Neo once again coming from Lexi, staying with the same bamboo, relatively the same comps from both teams actually.
Indeed, yeah. So we're probably gonna make insta-pop by food groups there, even though they don't have any shredder. There's actually 7 people running stealth jump.
Just you know, average things. But Rainmaker is going to already be cleared out. 2 jumps out on the side of I Love This Country. First check is already going to be broken within 25 seconds of the match, but they do have Kraken and Strikes ready to go. Strikes does come out, as is the Zuka, trying to get the pick. Are they going to be able to find a Rainmaker finding a second one? They do find a second one actually.
What? Oh no, it was one. It looked like it was 2. Sorry.
Oh, now there's the second one.
The suction getting 2 off of the splash wall. Now the Zap going down. It's just the Luna and they go
is that just going to
down.
be a wipeout? Wait. Ink Strike does come out, but no. Gamer is going to be able to find 2. Are they going to be able to find a third? No. But it does bring it into a 3-point lead, remaining free on 1 minute into the game.
And 3 is a good lead on any Rainmaker map, and 90% of the time it's safe, but I don't want to call it safe because of how much time we have left. Oh, that Rainmaker got a huge pick as well.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just now it's a delay wipe. Now Country doesn't have, I Love This Country doesn't have much to work with, but they do find the shot, T-Tech actually, and going back into their favor. 2 down on the side of Food Groups as they're now going back up. They didn't grab Cooler. The Cooler placement here is actually kind of poor coming from Food Groups, so none of them right now has Cooler advantage and they have to build it up once again.
Gonna see the flanking Bamboo again here, it looks like. They're gonna pop Zuka the moment they grab the Rain. The wall's not gonna let the Zuka get a pick, but the Bamboo's flanking, gets the Rainmaker!
Biker Jelly! There was a Biker Jelly! Biker Jelly went past on the top right. We couldn't see it. We see it for a glimpse second there. Oh, may God bless you, little Biker Jelly, while we're waiting for the Rainmaker.
And yeah, we're gonna see the Luna have Stamp here. I'm wondering if the Luna's gonna try and pull a Stamp play here, potentially. Oh, there's the Stamp.
Yeah,
Checkpoint is painted for the Rainmaker. They're not gonna find anybody with the Stamp. And they are gonna be able to get the checks, so there are no more checks to be broken in this match when there's about halfway up.
There's the Biker Jelly once again! Yes!
Oh,
Sorry,
that's
it has to be a tradition where I go look at games, and if there's a Biker Jelly, I have to say it.
All good. We have a Cooler and we have 2 specials on the side of I Love This Country here. Cooler's coming out. They have Whale ready here. They're popping Core on the side of Healthy Food Groups. T-Tech's 2v1. They're gonna go down.
Going down indeed, as Mitt is still in contention of I Love This Country, as Free go down on the side of Diet Food Groups, leaving the Bamboo on the bottom left right now, trying to fight for their lives, but the Luna unable to get the pick on them as the Bamboo gets the upper hand right now. Zuka does come out trying to find the pick, but unable to. Kraken from the Lychee is now going to go up. Are they going to be able to clear more space? But no, T-Tech Eevee going to drop the Rainmaker immediately. 2 down on the side of Diet Food Groups.
Kraken not able to find anybody, but it just kind of forced anybody out of there, but even though there was no one there. And now we're just gonna have the 96 just trying to pop Rainmaker here, even though they're not gonna be able to contest it just because of the popping power they have with Zap Shot T-Tech. And how many strikes was that just now?
A lot. That was a lot of strikes coming from both teams, as it's going to, Lexi's going to get 2 down on the side of Food Groups, bringing it into a neutral situation for both teams, as the Zuka does come out trying to find that pick, but I don't think they're able to with the first shot. Preemptively painting that Rainmaker check. Maybe that could be something that they could work with, as 1 minute left on the clock. They have to bring it all the way to a 2-point.
96 has the Kraken at the ready. Gonna see what happens here. Here comes the Kraken, like I just mentioned. Here comes the Kraken.
But are they going to be able to find one? No. But they are going to be able to pincer. They find one and they pincer the other to be able to jump out. With 30 seconds left on the clock, they still have Whale and Strikes ready to go. Strikes does start. Oh, Eevee's on their side of the map right now. They're behind enemy lines as they find 2 onto the Rainmaker somehow.
And Eevee's gonna be able to hold that Zuka. Oh, the splash didn't know they were sharking there. The splash is gonna go down on the left side there.
It's just 10 seconds left. If
now it's
Country...
just the N-Zap here. The N-Zap isn't really going to be able to do anything on its own, having to go for that Rainmaker, and they just can't with 4 of them right there sitting on it. 3 go down again, and that's a win for Healthy Diet Food Groups, going up 2-1.
Oh, this is gonna getting pretty close, but that dominant first push coming from Diet Food Groups really showed us how fast they can go at the start, how fast they can go on a push, and how long they can hold on to that push. Unlike, I love this country right now, they're unable to find anything to work with. Like, they keep going up, right? Like, look at this. This is that moment where it happened. 55 with 2 down, 3 down now. It's just left with the Luna here, trying to find the skirmish, but they're unable to go down to 2 shots.
They're able to wipe.
Yeah, and then look at this. Goes, even though strikes went in, Meow is able to dive down and getting 2 here, and that shuts down the push. And then T-Tech has to drop down on accident.
Yes. And I will say, and that just shows how fast a Rainmaker game can be played and how fast it can just end. Because they broke, at the start of that, they had about 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and at the end of that, it was only about 10-15 seconds later, and they were from 55 to 3.
Yeah, it's only a matter of how fast you can go. And if you can get rid of the enemy as fast as you do push, then that's just it.
I mean, yeah, and now we're gonna see Scorch Clams. I don't think we've seen that. It was possible, but we didn't get to see it earlier, correct?
Oh, we did see it, I think, on game 1. That was it.
Right, yeah, we have seen it, that's right. I just remembered.
But Scorched Clams, not something I, particularly enjoy, but something pretty standard as well. Mid lanes are reasonable, top mid is also pretty reasonable, pushing up the ramp is also very reasonable, crossing the grades is very reasonable, nothing too unreasonable or too good on this map as well. Is like a 5 out of 10 for me.
I mean, I will say, if there's any map Scorch is gonna get played in competitive, I would want it to be on Clam Blitz. Even though I just called Clam Blitz a map there, but we don't talk about that.
Nah, I get what you mean.
You have the grates on zones, if you're able to get across those grates, it makes it difficult, but like, that's why I almost prefer clams, because it makes it almost easier to stop a push, if that makes sense.
Oh no, 100%. But...
oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, if they can stop the push immediately with the specials that they have, that's really strong. And if the Luna Neo is still sticking, then they can just hammer down the ramp when they're trying to go up.
We'll just have to see if they stick Luna Neo here.
Indeed, let's go see if they do, as we're going into Clam Blitz. So, Scorch Gorge, but we do see a V-scope coming from Lexi, and still the same comp, Bamboo, coming from food groups. I think they're gonna relatively stick to that. That's what they're really good at, and I think that's just what they want to do.
Yeah, definitely, because they haven't changed their comp for 3 games now, but I mean, it's been working, and if it's not broke, don't fix it.
If it's ain't broken, don't fix it. We're going to see how fast this engagement. 1 down already. Funky Eve being able to find the carbon on the side of I Love This Country, but the shot being traded out as well. This mid-neutral is still very much in anyone's hands right now, but we do see the cooler already coming out from the side of I Love This Country. And are they going to be able to go in? No, the whale is going to stop them for a while.
2 of them go
on the side of.
Yeah. And now it's really just the end zap here against the Bamboo. Bamboo's able to get that pick. Bamboo just trying to stomp the 96. That's going to enable so many clams to get in. Bamboo has 5 clams. They're going to back off. They're just... Bamboo, are you going to... So the... Okay, they're not going to throw their clams in.
They were still fighting. I don't think they knew that they had 5 clams going on to them, but
yeah,
regardless...
I was thinking they were going to back off and just throw them in, but no. So they're going to be able to stop that push at 65.
65, pretty strong lead going into it, but we're going to see if they can make it even better by finding that Zuka pick onto the Carbon there, actually, as now they're trying to cross the platform and unable to. Lychee is able to shut them down across that grate. Mid-neutral starting to look more and more yellow now as they're pushing back up, but they're going to see the T-Tech diving down. Yes, they do. Lychee's going to be able to find that pick as Kraken is ready too.
Yes, we might see a little bit of a Kraken play here. Just go in with Kraken. It's very likely. We've seen it so many times before. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing it again here. They are able to get the pick onto the Carbon though. Or no, V-Shot, sorry.
Yeah, the Carbon did go down as this the V-Shot's still alive relatively right now, because they're still on the field. They're working with it. The Kraken action on the left side here. What is going on, Lychee? They're able to drag down 2 players with them. No, they're unable to. They're unable to get the pick, and that's a wipeout on the side of I Love This Country.
Yeah, now they're going to be able to get a massive push here from food groups. Just get it down to like 20 here. T-Tech's holding clams to just stall it a little bit of time. So for other clams to come in here. Down to
Yeah,
23.
1 by
They
1.
20. Now they only really need 7 clams or 1 ball.
I mean, they already have
Shot's
5.
able to
The
get-
ink bag is coming
They
out.
only need 4.
Are they
The
going to be
Zap
able
has
to get
3.
it? Two more
Zap- They
clams.
need 2 clams to KO. They're not going to be able to get it. They're all 4 of them are Hawkeyeing that
Oh,
basket.
they're trying to cross the grate. They're trying to go for it. They find 1, but they're unable to go through to it. Still on the lead with 5. Clean push here with 38 penalty at the moment.
Yes, and we have the Whale coming out from the Bamboo and Zuka coming out from the Carbon. Neither able to find a pink, but Shot and Charger both go down here, so it's a turn. Bamboo goes down. So we have the
Oh,
Squid rolls that bomb. That is going to be huge. They have Kraken at the ready, so they might Kraken in.
yeah, if I was Lychee right now, I would be itching to try and use that Kraken. They're going to be forced
was-
to use it
it
now
was
because
late.
there's 2 down. It's a little late trying to hold on to it, but 2 power
was
plants
just
is
gonna
going to
back
go
outta
down
here.
now. Yeah, they have such a good clam economy, but they're
Try on
unable
Bamboo
to.
over there.
Yeah, Bamboo trying to go up. No, the shot is on their plat too. That's why they were up so much.
Oh.
As now, 2 down on the side of Diet Fruit Groups, and they're still trying to push up here, Lychee. Trying to find the picks, but they're unable to as they're forced back to mid. This game could still be in I Love This Country's favor if they're able to do that really strong push we saw that one time that they did back on the other map
Oh.
mode.
That was a really sketch Carbon hitbox doing the T-Tech and then just running into a suction bomb there. We
Yeah.
have Ichi in the Kraken, trying to rush down the shot, unable to get the pick, getting 1 hit but not a kill.
Yeah, unable to. Now, do you remember that museum clam game that we watched I Love This Country play last set?
Believe so. I could be blanking.
Yeah, no, if they did the same thing, look, free down now on the side of Diet Fruit Groups. If they're able to build a clam economy now and go through their side of the map, they're going to be in solid shape right now. 18 clams, make it 21. They're going to be able to let the clam economy going, but no, the 96 goes down and their Charger is being pushed out at the moment, jumping out forcefully too with 20 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, that T-Tech was alone and basically a 1v4, but them living for so long honestly gave Food Groups time to respawn and get back in. And that's probably gonna be a key factor in whether or not Country's gonna even be able to break the basket at this point. Bamboo, frontline Bamboo going in, getting the Charger, almost getting the 96.
Yeah, the 96 is fighting for their lives in their basket. Overtime is started. 20 seconds left on the clock as Lychee is struggling to find the shot. They do find it, but did they waste enough time? Kraken is ready. They're gonna
Here
go
comes
in
the
now. They're
Kraken.
gonna do the Kraken cheese. They're gonna do it. Kraken is onto the plat. They have 2 balls coming in. 1 ball jumps. Second ball, are they gonna jump?
It's
Not yet.
T-Tech.
Okay, they're jumping it now. Yep. The shot, this ball goes in. 60 left on the clock. It's just the Carbon. Are they going to be able to make it back in time? Yes, they did jump in, but they're unable to kill it. Eve, with a little joy of happiness dance, takes the game free, winning the set in losers finals.
Yes. And I mean, like I mentioned, that T-Tech staying alive in basically a 1v4, allowing Healthy Diet Food Groups to respawn and basically just get back half of mid there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That was
one,
so crucial.
That T-Tech staying alive was just oh so important for Diet Fruit Groups to be able to hold their own. But even if a perfect world was happening, they would have to get a wipeout on their side after dunking and able to get more clams going in, because that was just 60. That was not
Oh, yeah.
a lot if you want to bring it all the way to a 2 or like a KO going out.
I mean, yeah. Like you mentioned, that just they basically needed 2 wipes there in the final maybe 30 seconds to have a chance to get all the way down there.
Mm-hmm.
And with the amount of pressure Bamboo puts out, I mean, we saw frontline Bamboo, so I mean, fair enough.
Oh no, yeah.
But with the pressure Bamboo kind of puts just by existing and not going down to Charger all that much, that makes it just twice as difficult because Bamboo, basically anything that has less range or the same range as it, heavy splat, like, just gets so pressured by it and they have to be so careful.
Yeah, so careful indeed. But Healthy Diet Food Groups is going to move back into grand finals, actually fighting Taniwa Esports later in grand finals once again.
And yes, back to Bamboo putting out so much pressure. Even though MPU doesn't exist, remember, a full charge is still 85, which is a lot.
That's a big number, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a one-shot like every other charger, but like...
We're going to
One
come
wrong
back
move
to
and
you
kills
guys when we finish setting up the grand finals. So take a breather. We're going to go back into grand finals soon. Hello, welcome back already to Tropical Tuesday's Grand Finals right now. We have Tanihua Esports coming from the winner's side and Diet Food Groups on the loser side. We're going to start us off today with Tower Control Ship Shape. With me here today is Lag. Hi, how are you doing right now?
I'm good and well... We've seen both these teams earlier. Thinking it's gonna be a pretty good set. I'm pretty sure Tanihua was the team that put Healthy Diet in losers, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not mistaken either. Yeah, Healthy Diet Food Groups has to make it into a bracket reset if they want to be able to take the W here tonight. But we're going to see what happens now going into Tower Control Ship Shape. As we see Netters still on that tent umbrella, as well as the same comp coming from Tanihua Esports, switching off of that bamboo from just now.
Yes, indeed. And we're probably gonna just see someone just try and go for the early Zuka pick potentially, but we'll have to find that out in a second. Shot Tita going down early.
Very early indeed, as Eve is going to get the pick onto the Zap as well. They deployed Cooler, so they're going to come back relatively soon. Eve is just waiting for that Zuka shot to complete, but they miscalculated. There was one shot left onto the Zuka, as 2 down on the side of Diet Food Groups right now. 1 down on the side of Tanihua Esports, as there's a bloodbath going on in the middle right now. It's just left of a 1v1, no, 2v1. Now it's a 1v1 with a Zap against the Nautilus.
What in the world just happened? I don't have a clue, but my goodness, we're gonna see a T-Tech popping strikes here, trying to get someone to move.
Yeah,
but I mean,
strikes doing their job, putting people away, displacing people away, but able to get the tower now. Zuka's retaliating onto it with the T-Tech trying to chase down the Sorella tent and bringing the tower into first checkpoint in favor of Tanihua Esports right now.
I mean, yeah, and Shot's showing to kill the T-Tech, but then just jumped into all 3 of them. Tent got the V-shot. Tent's going in the...
Whoa.
That was...
Did the Tent Umbrellas force the T-Tech to fall off the map?
Tent shield bumped the T-Tech off, and then the Tent gets bumped. That is the Tent moment of all time right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10th moment of all time, indeed. That's just unfortunate, but let's go. And the first checkpoint is already broken. Actually, now in favor of Diet Fruit Groups, taking the lead back. With Zuka on Eve trying to hold on to this. Now remember, once again, if you're not on the tower, you don't get special charge up. So the Zuka is going to come out very early on the side of Diet Fruit Groups. Is able to find one on the top right side as Drago is going to push onto the flat, holding onto their space. Netter is already set up onto their right side. This checkpoint is going to be pushed out relatively quickly here.
And yeah, and with that, the Zap goes down. It's 2v4, but down to 7. Also, looking at the top, I think the colors might be backwards again.
Oh, is it? No. Yeah,
I
Tiny
think
Hawk,
it is.
Tiny Hawk, no. Tiny Hawk Esports is purple. No, wait, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is
It is
reversed
backwards,
again.
so-
Oh, yeah. Tiny Hawk is the team in lead right now?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are. Diet
Anyone's
Fruit
yellow.
Groups is on yellow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, little small confusion. There we go. As 2 down on the side of Tiny Hawk once again. 3 down now, just left with the Zap, and that's a clean wipeout.
Wipe.
Just clean and tasty. Now Diet Fruit Groups has something to work with going through mid now.
All of them getting their specials ready here for that massive push. They're already forcing the 10 to drop down, putting it in a tight spot. They can manage to get that. No, 10 actually got up onto the grades. Get the charger. Oh my goodness. And the
I've
10
never
is
heard
somehow.
the end of
How is
Rolla
this-
hit so hard in my life before. It's just like a clean blah, you know?
Literally. Zap fighting the shunt. Zap's gonna have to back out so they don't die here, especially because of Cooler.
Oh wait, the Nautilus on the right side though, finding that T-Tech, that's gonna be a problem for them if they don't get rid of him there, because they can't take that space to move the tower if he's still there, and that has proven to work out for them. Regrouping on Tiny Hawk Esports side, Diet Fruit Group has to reset on this push right now. 1 minute left. They do find the Tent Umbrella, but they're already going to be able to find more space. Zuka does come out, as well as the Nautilus, still trying to hold on to that space, finding that Zap as well. They were so close to Cooler. That's no Cooler for the side of healthy Fruit Groups right now.
And trades with the T-Tech there. So that's incredibly massive for Teniwa. Although 10 goes down to the Zuka. V-Shot coming in, V-Shot trade. Zap just jumped out. It's really just the Nautilus. Charge is going to get on tower here to give them all special charge and get some points down, hopefully.
Yeah, getting some points down. They're going to have to go through the checkpoint as Strikes goes down onto the plat on a side of Diet Fruit Group. They're going to be able to go through, but another set of Strikes is going to deny them to take that plat back as 10 points are taking down one by one from the Diet Fruit Group side. 2 down on the side of Tiny Hawk now as they're now pushing into their base, going for second checkpoint. This is 10 seconds left, people. If they're able to keep this momentum up, they're going to be able to keep this push, but the rain is going to force them off the tower.
Yeah, and that core was thrown ahead. No one's able to grab it. So this is going to be really costly. Zap goes down. That's going to be really tough. And overtime shot from Teniwa gets on to take game 1 over Healthy Diet Food Groups.
Yeah, unfortunate coming from Tiny Hawk Esports. I mean, Diet Fruit Groups unable to grab that cooler at the end. Just, you know, when they're already almost inching ahead, just inching ahead, 2 goes down, and just, unfortunate for Tiny Hawk. Like, look at this. Shot died on the top right, and when they're trying to approach the left, Shot there is unable to regroup in time. And then they just left the tower to fend for themselves when there's 3 people there.
I mean, yeah, Shot wasn't even able to land from their jump until overtime really hit.
Yeah, just really unfortunate.
Now we're seeing other Diet Food Groups take a counter pick here.
Oh yeah, right. This is a counter pick map mode right now into grand finals. For those who do not know how this works, the losing team from the last match gets to pick a map and mode that they have not won on. So Diet Food Groups right now has free reign on all the map modes that they want on the map list currently.
I was gonna say that are in the map list.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see zones on. Ooh,
Zones on
Mako.
Zones on Mako. Ooh, not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. It's a pretty good map mode.
Pretty good. If someone disagrees with it, then what is going on here?
No, I'm not disagreeing. This is a pretty good map mode. It is very, very,
Yeah.
very good. You got flanks on each side. You got good middle ground. You got good high ground. You got good low ground.
You got sides to play with. It's actually, it's one of the
Yeah,
better
no.
maps from S2.
There's a reason everybody was hyped when they brought this map back, because it was arguably probably one of the best maps in Splatoon 2.
Yeah. If I was diet food groups, I think I would want to go back to the bamboo right now.
I mean, yeah, with those short alleyways on the left and right side of stack respectively, depending on what spawn you're in, Whale in there is basically a shutdown if they're not able to get out of that. Because keep in mind, Whale's damage buff was actually pretty big.
No, pretty big, yeah. I mean, 28% was it? It's huge
17.
for 17? Yeah, it's still
Maybe
pretty
13,
huge.
but yeah.
I don't know,
Regardless,
it's still
it was
pretty
big.
huge. It's pretty huge for whoever is on the receiving end of that. But yeah, let's go see what these two teams are going to offer us into this match, as we're gonna go into Mako Zones. Alright, on the side of Tanihua Esports, we're gonna see the Stamper and Tri-Slosher.
And there is
Carbon
that
and the
bamboo that you
bamboo.
brought up, so we'll have to see.
Opting out for Carbon though, instead of V-Shot like they did before. But let's go see if this works out, as this mid-neutral, the tent is going to be proven to be a pretty big issue. The cooler is down already for Diet Food Groups. If they're able to utilize this now, they're going to be able to get this pick, but no, it goes down to a trade on the Stamper now. Neutral situation still, but Zone has been taken in favor of Tanihua. Is going to go back to Food Groups immediately.
Yes, and this Carbon now has Zuka here, and T-Tech's just gonna sit on that left stack of Food Groups. Right on Food Groups left of Tanihua, sorry. So, and Try's going
Whoa.
down, so Food Groups is just gonna get a ton of points here.
Yeah,
'Cause
Food Groups is going to get a ton of points if they keep this up, but Tanihua is able to find that bamboo aggression and take them out immediately as 2 down on the side of Diet Food Groups. That's a quick flip coming from Tanihua Esports, as they're going to force through the zone with their fizzies and their strikes. Are they going to be able to hold the zone here, Tanihua? Back onto neutral now with 1 down on the side, 2 down now on the side of Diet Food Groups.
3! Because the Carbon just went down, the other 2 are off spawn. Only special they're close to as well, but they just went down as well on the bamboo. They have 2 Zukas on the side of Tanihua. Here comes the 1 round of the V-Shot. Let's see. Not gonna be able to find a pick there, but here comes the
double
tents
Zuka.
as well. No, neither one able to find a pick. Carbon getting 1! And almost being able to get a second one. They have Whale and Cooler here, but is it going to be enough?
I hope that's gonna be enough, because they only have Cooler now and Whale to go into with it. As I say that, they're gonna deploy it, hopefully able to set someone up, but the Stamper is opting to zip in to try and distract. Sephora unable to see that flank coming in, but they do go 2 down, and someone is still in zip right now. If they're able to take this smoothly, they should be able to hold on the zone, but no, it's gonna be neutralized and going back to in favor of Diet Food Groups.
Yeah, and 1 went down on both sides here. They have the Bamboo barely able to get out of there. They go. Good thing they're able to get out of there and put out some pressure. But 2 down on the side of Tanihua. Make that 3!
Oh,
Now it's
that's
just
gonna be
dependent on
close.
Zuka on the shot. 10 goes down.
Yeah,
And now
10 goes
Tanihua
down.
has nobody really close to special at all.
Oh, Tanihua is in a bit of a pickle, as now the strikes are going in from Diet Fruit Groups, trying to force even more space. Tri-Slosher feeding into the strikes as well. That's no cooler for them, as the action is gearing towards the base of Tanihua, as they're trying to push out with Tentabella right now, clearing some space, clearing more time, but the penalty is already out from Diet Food Groups. If they're unable to go in soon, they're going to lose the lead here, as the Zuka, coming from both the tent and the shot, is able to find 2 picks here, but the shot coming on T-Tech coming from Diet Food Groups is going to try and hold their own, getting 1 trade. Is the zone going to be able to flip back? Yes, it does, applying a 56 penalty, 49 penalty on the side of Diet Food Groups right now.
And yeah, 2 of them just went down again, and so Tanihua has a lot of the momentum here. Bamboo's stuck alone, jumping out because of the cooler jump right there, as you see. T-Tech's just gonna probably try and get a strike here. Yep, there's the T-Tech with strike. You need to be careful to not die, though. 10 is I guess would be close to Zuka. Strikes coming out onto the zone. Stamper or Carbon trade. T-Tech's
look at the
running into
position.
Skep zone, but watch the tent coming in from behind. T-Tech is able to get shot, but tent gets the pick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the 10 going down to the bomb, but that's a wipeout already on Healthy Fruit Groups. That's a penalty already gone as well. That's going to be a clean KO if they don't dive bomb the zone right now. T-Tech is going to try for something, but they aren't going to go back in
Goes
time.
the bamboo, and yeah, KO for Tenny while going up 2-0 against Healthy Diet Food Groups in grand finals here.
Match point for Tenihua. Diet Fruit Group's counter pick didn't work out so well. If they get one more game, that's just it for tonight on Tropical Tuesdays. And we're going to see what Diet Fruit Groups is going to switch back onto right now. As we're going to look into this moment here. That's the moment where Tenihua Esports wiped the Fruit Groups out, and now it's just left up to T-Tech and Bamboo trying to do something. But with this amount of pressure and this amount of man advantage, you're not going to be able to go anywhere with this.
Really, no, but I mean, you can't count out Healthy Diet Food Groups yet, because we've seen some crazy stuff, not just in this tournament, but in other tournaments. We've seen crazy stuff happen.
Yeah.
Very crazy stuff happened. I mean, if it happens to be a reverse sweep coming from Diet Fruit Groups, so be it. We're gonna go take it into a bracket reset, and they're gonna have to do it all over again in that bracket reset too. But while we're waiting for this counter pick, what do you think is gonna go on in the minds of Diet Food Group right now?
They're probably just gonna try and collect themselves, figure out what went wrong, what can they do to, like, they started getting good with those lockouts, but then they just, something happened, either one or two of them just went down, or something happened off screen we didn't see, and just kind of snowballed the lockout, and they couldn't get back out of it. I mean, when they could, they did, obviously, but like, it's just, after just being locked out 4 times in one game, really, it's difficult to get out of a lockout 4 times here, and it looks like our counter pick is going to be TC Haggle.
Oh, look, speaking of lockouts. If you play this one correctly, you're gonna lock them up pretty nicely if you get through the checkpoints, like we said.
Yeah, 100%. So,
oh, they're already readied up. Let's go see if these two teams are gonna stick the same, or are they just going for it? Let's go see if these two teams have what it takes. I mean, let's go see if these two teams have what it takes to give us a show right now, as we see the Nautilus comes back up from Drago, and the ZNF Chargers coming back out from Diet Fruit Groups.
and the V shot instead of the carbon this time as well.
Indeed, instead of the carbon, we get the shot back. Maybe more prevalent because they want to get specials easier and able to fight the tower better. But in my opinion, right now, the Charger is going to be a better matchup against that tent if they're going to be able to shred it. As now, specials are already online and ready on the side of Fruit Groups. It's going to be cooler up, and the left flank unable to intercept it. Find this CNF as well as the shot that's coming in. 3 down now on the side of Diet Fruit Groups, and that's a delay wipe.
That's gonna really stagger that Zuka from the rest of the specials here as well. Speaking of Zuka, here comes 10 with their own Zuka not being able to find a pick, getting close on a couple shots. Now we're gonna have T-Tech striking tower. Nautilus going down here. They have the shot on the side of Tennywa, but they go down as well. So that's gonna be the end of that push. But they still got that first checkpoint, which is really good this early in the game.
Yeah, breaking that first checkpoint is very important because now it's just smooth sailing if they can get on their plat fast enough and whoever's riding on that tower doesn't get interrupted by specials or like a flank. As we see the Zuka coming from Diet Fruit Groups trying to find a pick onto the canopy, but unable to do so. But the strikes backing them up, holding that space, but it's still looking relatively yellow here. You can't paint the floor, it's not your turf to play with. As now we see the right flank coming from on over there. But they're going to find a pick on the side as the Charger gets a pretty nice shot onto the Zuka coming from the tent. 2 down on the side of Healthy Food Groups right now.
T-Tech getting a huge pick onto that end zap and trading with the Nautilus. The T-Tech, yeah, the spawn is staggered, but holy cow, that felt so much time. Here's the V-shot coming into mid. V-shot's really just going to try and stall these two away from the towers while their teammates deal with it. But V-shot goes down. Oh, the zap goes down. That's no cooler for the side of Diet Food Groups here. That's going to be difficult.
Oh, difficult indeed as 2 go down on the side of Dire Fruit Group, but they do have strikes to be able to stall out the tower even longer, but Nether has a Zuka online ready to go, and there it goes, trying to find a pick onto that ramp, unable to find one. However, they got traded out by the Charger immediately as this Charger gets the second shot onto Drago as well. 3 down now on the side. Actually, that's a I was about to say that was a delay wipe, but 10 and 8 and Nether opting to jump in, make it a full wipe now as they have so much space to work with. Dire Fruit Groups.
Yeah, and here comes every single special on the side of Healthy Diet Food Groups. He's placed the Cooler, the 2 strikes, and the Zuka. It looks like they're going to be able to get this first checkpoint with ease. Charger almost died to that Zuka shot there. We'll just have to see. T-Tech's holding that canopy really well.
But the tower is going to get dived down by, oh, never mind, a second wipeout.
Yeah, and that's going to give Healthy Diet Food Groups the lead, and they have a Zuka and a strike here to keep that push up. They might be able to just get the second checkpoint and lock out here.
Yeah, if they do, that would be awesome, but the shot goes down on the top right side. 2 go down once again on TinyHawk Esports. 3 down now, it's just left with J-Splat once again. The strikes are already back online after ZNF has already used them, but they already have special charger from the tower, and the Zuka coming from J-Splat trying to find something under the tower, but they're unable to, reaching second checkpoint, but not clearing it just yet.
Getting just that one more point before Seth has to back out, getting dive up into 10, and Seth is gonna go down. Charger and Shunt just jumped in. Now that's a wipe for TennyWa. Other Dive Food Groups just got wiped here. They're gonna be able to push back into mid with a passive special charge. That rain on the top right is gonna be pretty helpful for TennyWa here, probably. Oh, Nautilus goes down to Charger, though.
But Free goes down. Charger, I think, finding for free picks there. Are they going to be able to chase for down for the 4th? No, the Umbrella Shield isn't going to be so kind on that pick as the T-Tech is cleaning up everything for them. Specials are ready, strikes are coming in. They're going to clear up some more space here in favor of Diet Fruit Groups. They might actually just take this game. They only have a minute left.
I mean, yeah, there's Zuka just came out on the side of TennyWa from the B shot. 10 went down with Zuka, and the Cooler's gonna come out. So Healthy Diet Food Groups, they just basically need to not just throw this. Snap goes down, so does Womper, sorry.
Yeah, but Diet Fruit Groups, their Charger is so close to Zuka now. They have, no, not Zuka strikes, but they go down immediately afterwards. 2 down on the side of the Healthy Fruit Group. They just have to reach checkpoint at just a little bit more. 20 seconds left on the clock. Eve is going to flank onto the Zuka. So many unfortunate Zukas coming from Nether there being picked off, but it's just left of the Zap and the V-Shot trying to get onto the tower, fighting it off as they do find 2 trades. It's just down to 1 shot on the side of Diet Fruit Groups. It's the lead swap onto favor of TinyHawk with 1 point ahead right now.
There's 2 seconds, they can't get onto the tower!
Oh no!
They couldn't get onto the tower in time. TennyWa wins the game, and that's a grand final sweep!
That's a grand final sweep indeed. That last second 1 point lead swap was everything TinyHawk Esports wanted, everything that they needed, everything they needed to take Tropical Tuesdays today.
I mean, yeah, like, I saw this Charger trade, and while you were commenting, watching the picks go down, my brain, I actually spaced out for half a second, not half a second. They were able to basically just get to the lead without me realizing, because while you were commentating, me trying to watch the picks happen and everything.
Yeah.
But holy, TennyWa Esports 3-0 Healthy Diet Food Groups and Grants to win Tropical Tuesdays 11.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. That will be it coming from us, if I'm not mistaken. So, Lag, where can everyone find you today?
The place that used to be called Twitter. I don't even use it that much, to be honest with you. I mean, that's about it. My Twitter handle, as you can see on the screen, is LagSPL, because I'm too lazy to change it, to be honest.
Yeah, and you can also find me as well on the Forsaken place that was once called Twitter, Lila Russ Vscope as well. And I stream sometimes on YouTube if you want to go find me there. It's just Lila Russ as well. But thank you so much for coming in to Tropical Tuesday. Your winner tonight is TennyHawk Esports, and we will see you next time in the next Tropical Tuesday.